The code is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Terramon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just a Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Well, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Depending on where in the world you are watching this from. My name is AJ, joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
Hello. How are we?
And we are here for Digimon 2020.
I have a vague memory
Right,
of a next time on that you
Okay.
weren't meant to show me,
right,
but you accidentally let it go.
okay.
I feel like there's an Edamon in my future.
Oh, there might be an Edamon in your future.
I feel like there is.
Yeah.
Oh, we wouldn't get another Sunday today. The Zelda shelf didn't take that long.
The Zelda shelf didn't take that long,
I don't
no.
know. Only took like
I've
6
just...
hours instead of 9.
Well, no, I've just been dealing with crippling depression, so... You gonna track my other... There we go.
No Betsumon. I refuse.
Yay, depression! So... Yeah, no, we guys, yeah. Sorry.
Wait, how do you segue from that?
Yeah, how do we segue from that?
You're also depressed. Come watch the show.
Crippling Zelda shelf depression. Only in that...
Everything kept falling, and it was very frustrating.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nendoroids and like Figmas that just haven't been displayed in a long time, so getting the parts to fit
Zelda's
back
like, what the
together-
hell is this arm?
Yeah.
It's just gone.
A lot of like the parts are just like they took a while to like for the
Poor Zach.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Mm-hmm.
You broke my Buster Sword.
I did break your Buster. Well, technically you broke it, but it was my fault. But yeah, one of the swords on the Final Fantasy figures got broken because they don't have very clear instructions about taking the little bit off the end of the sword.
We fixed it though. It's all good.
He can just never move again.
Gorilla Glue, the solution to most of life's problems.
Don't put it in your hair.
No, don't do that.
Remember that?
Oh,
She had to get her hair surgery
yeah.
removed.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't remember what hashtag I was going to put on this.
But we hope you've been having a good week. We hope you haven't missed us too much since Wednesday. It was Wednesday we were on, wasn't it? For 99?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been, yeah. Yeah, because I kept forgetting what day it was.
So last week we had Sora. We had Sora's crush on Taichi allowing her to perform soccer miracles.
Yes. Yeah. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what
And then we were at an amusement park, where everybody got sucked into a Monzaimon statue.
That wasn't a Manzaimon.
No, it was a Waru Manzaimon. And then Opossumon was there being annoying and just
Creepy.
Just creepy.
Really creepy.
Yeah.
I just remember the reason I stopped wearing these pants.
Uh-oh.
When I cross my legs, they're up here somewhere.
Nice of you to tell the chat your pants
Sorry.
there. And then we went
to Dr. Zitbag's Transylvanian
Dump
science
site.
lab.
And we murdered another rare mon
Yes.
using
to get rid of
oil solidifier.
This much oil solidifier.
Yeah.
You left to do
Like
that.
this much oil solidifier in comparison, just how fucking
He's about the size of a
beefy-
building, but
Yeah. Other Kabuterimon just span him around real good.
That was funny.
And then like Koshiro used the Metal Greymon's railgun thing to heat him up. So
Yeah.
it was fun. It was an interesting use of like the elements of like the Digimon's mechanics.
It reminds me of, well, it's on a very much larger scale, but having to melt the web with like vinegar in Survive.
Oh yeah, on a much larger scale. But yeah, I like when science is used to like defeat stuff. So that was kind of fun.
Yay, science!
Weird science.
I
You don't really like that movie, do you?
mean, it's a very teenage boy movie, so it's funny. It is funny. It does have funny bits, but you're gonna have to be in the mood to watch it. At least with stupid movies like California Man or Encino Man for the American. Like that's a stupid movie, but you get to look at Brendan Fraser. I don't know who plays the weird science girl.
Oh, that actress.
One of the kids is the guy from Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah, it's Kelly LeBrock.
Rock?
Yeah.
Give me a picture of her. I can picture her hair and I can picture her standing there, but I can't see her face. Yeah, she
It's Kelly LeBrock.
yeah, I don't entirely like her face. I mean the rest of her's fine, but
I mean, to be fair, the cover, like the DVD or like whatever cover isn't usually the greatest, but like you get that image where like she's in the doorway just like in the crop top and the underwear.
she looks like the mother from Malcolm in the Middle.
Ah, don't ruin weird science for me.
There's nothing wrong with Lois from Malcolm in the Middle. That's her name, isn't it?
Lois, yeah.
Yeah. But she just looks like she's that age, but meant to be younger. I don't know.
And then it got a TV series, which I forgot about.
Oh, Liz Hurley.
No, it's not. I forgot that got a TV series.
That's 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, does that say 3? I thought it said 2. Okay.
So, yeah, that's something I'll need to 5. What?
How do you get 5 seasons out of Weird Science? I don't know.
There's a whole ass box set, season 1 to 5 on Amazon.
Wow.
Oh, I am half tempted just for what the fuck reason.
How much is it?
Well, let's see. This is the Aussie. Oh, actually, this will work because we're on the same region as Australia. So, let's see, of course, server.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll look it up later.
Oh, unavailable.
Yeah,
Boo.
but it exists.
But it exists.
How did we get into this?
Because we were talking about
because I don't
science
like
and
Weird
Digimon.
Science. Yeah.
So they ran. Remember the poll they ran? They ran a new poll.
Yes.
For like who was your favorite app? Not the game one. I don't think the results have come out for that. But the one they ran before that, which was
Pretty far back.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it was between the Gatchmon one and the the RPG one. But basically, they ran what is your favorites?
Entertainment.
Atmon,
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing the
entertainment
picture.
one. So Musimon just destroyed everything. So Musimon with 31% of the vote. Perorimon was the closest at 14.
Yeah.
And Trickmon at 11%.
Okay.
Drawmon at, that was the Splatoon looking thing.
Oh yeah.
So 10. Tellermon at 7%. Dressmon at 6.
Dressmon?
Yeah,
That's entertainment type?
I guess because like dress up applications.
Those. Yeah, she's not very like that. She's very dressmaker, but she's the fashion.
Yeah.
The dress up one, but I don't know.
Gashamon at 5%, Dogamon at 4, Bookmon at 3, Luckmon, I guess for a gambling app.
Yeah.
Dicemon at 2%, and then cooking app, Cookmon at 1%. So Musimon running away with the competition.
Which one is Perorimon again?
Perorimon was the gourmand, like the food critic.
Oh, the ugly one. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he get 14? He should be down the bottom. It's awful.
So yeah.
Game type is the latest one.
Game type is the latest one. Other than that, I don't think there's not a whole lot new. Like we've really kind of been covering our bases with just how many shows we've had in succession.
Yeah.
Recently, so we don't really have a whole lot of new stuff. Even in the card game thread, oh yeah, it came out like so the Venusmon on the like the anniversary art. It was shown that like it was a reference to the World Championship winner who ran Venusmon in his deck. So that's why her like sash has like World Championship 2023, the same as Holy Angemon there in the background. So that's a cute little like reference.
Because that image is cut off, it looks like Agumon's trying to eat his own hand.
I thought it looked like he was trying to give Venusmon head pats.
Oh, that too, yeah. He's too far behind though.
So we got an Examon X antibody card.
I don't like that mouth.
I think it's cool that he's actually wearing like knightly armor.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yuki had a video talking about the new starter decks coming out. The first ever unboxing on YouTube.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's nice when your uncle works for Bandai, isn't it? Yuki is like Yuki Digimon is the walking incarnation of my uncle works for insert company here. And then we got an alt art for Zenith. I think we saw this before. He's doing like a JoJo pose.
Yeah, he's got a stand. So.
And then we've got the Masaru card.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Doing a punch, but also resting his arm.
Yeah, there's also we looked at these. Like, yeah, I know we like but the Owen card and the Zenith card are a bit too similar for my liking.
Yeah, I just hate the way he's standing. It's his legs are so far away from the rest of his body.
Yeah, so that's like we're kind of caught up on everything. There's not a whole lot of preamble that we can get into. Oh, they released a little short of Medieval Dukemon in Time Stranger. So maybe I can pull that up and show people.
Yuki says those actually have an anime role. Pretty much beat out everything else. Yeah. He started the poster.
Oh yeah, the Liberator poster. And we got to see Mirai's partner.
Oh, you showed me that, didn't you?
She's got a weird like Quantumon vibe to her. I don't like it. Just the other room. I found it while I was gathering resources. So, I think I can risk having the desktop audio on. Just remind me to turn it off when we're done, so we don't have the episode bleeding through again.
Yeah, we don't want that hassle again.
No.
That attack was very Zephygamon colored.
I really do hope we get like Terramon and Zephygamon. I would play this, but it's just part of the trailer. Like, there's nothing new to this
Yeah.
that we haven't already seen. New Century has teased 7 new Digimon. Nezamon's getting a mode change. Yogamon's getting a mode change. An evil version of Shakamon. So yeah, fun stuff for a game we'll never
We'll
see.
put Beelzebumon in a bag.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot of new stuff. Liberator, let me just double check some. Oh, it's Aris's birthday, so she's 18
Happy birthday,
now.
Arisa.
She's legal now.
Want some alcohol? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that is just.
That's just Quantumon, right?
Yeah.
With a fucking like Examon or with a stand. Or that is just Quantumon with a stand. There's a better look at it.
Hope it looks better.
Actually, you know what? That face is giving me Time Ranger vibes. The helmet from Power Rangers Time Force.
Reminding me of those bits of Metabee we found earlier. Yeah, I see that.
That's given that her name is Mirai, which means future.
Yeah.
That might that might not be a coincidence.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Because again, Mira, future Sentai Time Ranger. That might not be a coincidence. Just throwing that one out there. Just saying. The bolt going through her head ? Is an interesting. But I guess we'll see. We'll find out soon enough, I think.
Maybe it's like the bits on a watch that you wind.
Oh yeah, maybe. Also interesting for this artwork, it's I suppose because it was Cyberdramon in the story, it has to be Agumon here rather than Elizamon. Still weird though. Okay, I'm not going back into that conversation. I have this discussion far too often. But yeah, no, that's kind of it. That's unless I'm forgetting something else. I don't think there's a bunch of new internet art. We can show that off later. I don't know if you saw some of the spicy art I posted.
I did.
Okay. Cool.
Where they're lying on top of each other at the beach. Well, yes. One is being pinned down at the beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is not my desktop wallpaper. Yeah, that's it. We don't really have a whole lot of preamble we can go through. I'm thinking she'll be based on Amaterasu. Oh, that's fun. Jogamon armorless mode. That would not shock me.
Medical time.
Maybe Quantumon will be return and be her secretary or be her secondary.
Yeah.
Desktop audio.
Yep, I saw it.
And Discord notifications.
Eye capping.
So we're not watching the episode and going, what was that noise?
Yep.
What was that noise?
You're not just a constant stream. Lep. What?
I don't think Desmond meant to spell it like that, but it looks like Desmond called her Quantumon. They left out the A.
Ringer, I appreciate that you're live, but hello.
Hi, so are we.
So are we. That's funny. I don't know if
we did the podcast on Twitch, that could lead to raids and stuff. But...
Yeah. Well, maybe for I don't. Is it too late to start doing that with 02?
Starting on Twitch?
Yeah. Have we kind of missed the mark on that one?
I think so, considering we're at the end of everything.
Yeah, maybe because we do want to watch a couple of things before we get into Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's going to be another long-term investment.
Yeah.
So maybe we could.
Well, maybe once Digimon is done. No, I know we have Beat Break, but
you took the words out. I was thinking maybe the Beat Break watch-alongs we could start simulcasting.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Emotes.
We definitely got a lot more emotes over there.
Members wouldn't get ads.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Don't worry, I'm not calling Ringer out. I just think it's funny to promo your live when the show is already on.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. But anyway. Yeah. Double stream for 02. Well, 2 streams for 02. I mean, that kind of works in its own way.
Yeah, I think it would work for Beat Break because it's something brand new, so we could do something brand new with it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. All right. Well, look, Quantumon does have a time ability, so she might actually work in Mirai's deck. Reiko would die.
Is it like an evolution for her?
Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, I kind of want that now. But anyway, look, we'll start getting into the actual episodes. So we're going into episode 43 of Digimon Adventure 2020. Let's get this on. Let's get this on. And let's kick off.
Sure, that's off.
Yeah. 3. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Beat Break 150 episodes. It'd be like Ghost Game, 1,500 episodes. That always takes so long to kick in.
Yep.
So, Kiryu's a Taichi fan.
Yeah, so
I kept making Digimon jokes last night.
Yeah, so I started Yakuza 5 yesterday, and Kiryu, the main character of Yakuza, has like changed his name to Taichi Suzuki.
Are there any Suzukis?
I'm trying to think because like Taichi is one of the names of the kids that he that he used to take care of at Morning
in
Glory.
Digimon, Suzuki. Anyone
Suzuki and
Suzuki?
Digimon. There's Iru, but she's more Suzaki as opposed to Suzuki.
Maybe that's his ship. Maybe that's what he's trying to tell us.
And there's Shoma from Next Order, but his surname is TS rather than just S. So close, but no cigar.
Suzuki.
Even better. Oh, well, I mean, there's always, like, there's the Yukidarumon mommy from Liberator. Suzune Suzuki, yeah.
Is she Suzuki?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Oh, Faga, right. That was a thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember we were talking about this.
Oh, Kazuki. There we go. Yeah.
I remember us talking about Faga because Faga is not Faga anymore.
No, it's
Maga.
It's Maga, which is actually fitting given what's going on in the States right now. Maga is Maga. There's an episode title that'll get us killed.
You have to put full stops in it to stop it getting flagged.
Yeah.
No. Those wooden speakers. Oh, does he have his little army of Gazimon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made little Letamon costumes.
Aww.
Tracking will work. Volcano Oda giving it socks.
Yeah, that was incredible. A furry con without Renamon, how on? This song on any of your CDs?
No. I think that's the same Edamon from Adventure. I think they
Yeah?
brought the actor back.
He's
His armor has muscles.
RoboCop if it was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Too bad it didn't happen in the dub. You know what? I don't mind that because I don't want. The one thing I don't like that Digimon is doing recently is that the Digimon has to have the same voice that like people remember from years ago. One of the fun things about Digimon is that like they're all their own individual species. You know, so like you could have two differently voiced Edamon and it would be perfectly normal. Or like Masaru's Agumon doesn't sound like Taichi's Agumon, which I think if Savers was made today, it would.
It would, yeah, 100%. Don't eat it.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
Do you think Agumon would eat the Easter egg from Domino's?
Amigo!
Mimigo. Almond just have a sexual awakening or something? What the hell? What was that?
He still has the dim card.
Oh, look. I have one right here. This is your Imperial Dramon one. Oh, no, don't just... Oh. That might be all well and good with other things, but not plugging USBs into computers.
The Digivice is getting upgrades? I thought Volcamon was a volcano Digimon, not a vocal Digimon. Akira slide!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh, whoa!
Oh.
Palmon has bloomed. Palmon, stay away from Mimi with those tentacles, yeah?
I mean, everyone's drowning in fish right now, right?
Of course! Cat with a fish,
Yeah.
of course!
Oh, he's trying to hold in the air, Sean. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
That Pokemon scene is giving AJ flashbacks.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Ah. A little bit.
How do you flex armor? Oh,
Oh, that was a warp in space time.
yeah. Oh no, me!
Where is Gotham? He's just off streaking somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, they got blown away. They don't have to fight them.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Is he a chicken? Still in the background looking for him. Nope.
I mean, at least it's not stock footage.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't Edamon have that ability to stop them evolving anyway?
Team Rocket's blasting off again! Just so done.
I knew it was gonna hit Joe. Or Troy. Edamon's not attacking anyone.
Did you see
Yeah, I
Mimi?
saw Mimi.
Patamon, eat Patamon! Oh, because he's the same level.
Yeah. It just blushed. Oh, those missiles are bigger than I thought they were.
Damn. I don't like the fact she's still wrapped up in tentacles.
Trying to flirt with them. He's wearing armor and put clothes over his armor. Okay.
I was half expecting him to throw out like a Hadoken or something. Is Palmon controlling Mimi?
I think so. My butt is completely flawless. Okay.
Oh, they're having a rap battle and I love it. Palmon's having a couple of awakenings today.
Yeah. Patamon in there. Wow. Okay.
Look at those teeth.
Oh, that's terrifying. They look better there. This is how we get stripper Lilymon. Mucho amigo jalapeno. Okay. Call Pontramon her spicy friend.
I think so.
My very spicy friend.
Olay!
He's still having a fight with himself in the background. Like a blackcurrant sweet.
Mucho caliente. Maybe spouting random Spanish.
punch him on like a cat. Those were Togemon teeth.
Oh, not
Oh
the teeth.
no!
Mimi, go! I've only got one Maraca now because the other one just exists in Palmon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never gonna learn.
Is it adventure mode?
Yep, this is still my favorite episode.
5,
Yeah.
6.
Just for all of the random Spanish, yeah. And look at that, it's not just Taiki, Taichi and Takaru who get the alternate evolutions.
Yeah. I knew that existed.
Yeah.
Like somewhere along the line, I knew that existed. We're like, we're going to the writer journal. You know exactly who it would have turned into if Rachel was in there. Wouldn't be no Pancho Man. Taiki and Tactima?
No, I tried to say Taichi and Takaru at the same time, and Taiki came and Taiki came out. Alright, so who is our encyclopedia?
Is Nanimon? No, Golemon. Nanimon last week?
Yeah. No, it doesn't. No, it sounds.
A
Big-
wire sweater is a chainmail.
It sounds very uncomfortable and heavy.
Ah.
So Burgermon next time.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna.
Does it still live on the moon?
No idea. Gonna close VLC player before
I see what.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this episode is still amazing. It is still just over the top. It is still to me this is like the Cross Wars cooking episode.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Thak, how you doing?
Hey, Zach.
Welcome in. If I get to choose one episode that breaks the scale, it's this one. This episode is fantastic. like Edamon and Volcamon just being like these rivals in music and exercise question mark. Um what? Desmond, what?
I mean, yes, but
I don't no idea what Desmond's on about sometimes. I swear to God. You gotta stop just posting shit out of context.
like my brain. The
But-
ADHD just makes you go so just blurt things out.
Edamon was amazing. Volcamon was amazing. Mimi with all of the random Spanish, like first turning
Mucha amiga jalapeno.
Yeah.
What?
like turning Amigo into Mimigo was cute. Like
Mm.
that was like a little cute, but then she just starts throwing out like jalapeno caliente and shit. Like I'm like, what? It's like when in like a Western anime fan just starts using random Japanese words out of context. You know, I
Or
love,
when you're listening to K-pop and they start throwing in English that doesn't exactly make much sense.
yeah.
Like that Super Junior song where he's like, I can't remember what he says, but then he goes, "Shut your tongue," and you're like, "What? What does that even mean?"
Yes.
Or rain, intolerable.
So I'm gonna go 6.
You're really gonna go 6?
I am never going to like an episode of this show this much. And because I remember what's coming.
Mm. Okay.
I know what's coming.
And you knew you were giving this a 5 long before.
Oh,
we were
yeah,
watching
no.
it, yeah.
There was like I knew I was giving this a 5 since last week at least. But there was a part of me really scared going into this that it's not going to be as good as I remember.
Mm.
That my experience with the show the last time I was watching and reviewing this show was so tainted
Mm.
that this episode was just it was such an outlier by comparison that I might have like overscored it.
Mm.
But no, it is as just silly and campy and it's just great. Like I love Telmon running after one of like Gomamon's fish.
Yeah.
Tentomon,
They all start attacking and
yeah,
Theomon can't stop like flying or playing in circles or something.
yeah.
And then Tailmon is just a cat.
Telmon's just a cat. Yeah, it's great. And I think that's the second time this has happened. Didn't Telmon just become a cat on Wednesday? Wasn't there something where Telmon just basically devolved into being a cat?
I vaguely remember that, but I cannot tell you why.
I loved Agumon, evolving to Greymon and the Mega Flame just exploding in his face.
Mm.
Or the Harpoon Vulcan coming around and trying to attack Joe.
I was expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
I was like, your attacks are trying to hurt your tamer.
Also, poor
Did
Takaru.
Gabumon not know where he was?
We'll just never find out. We'll just be like, oh, where were you? Where was I?
Because if he was streaking, he would have been out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Or we would have seen him in the background, and Yamato would have been chasing him with his fur, going, "Hey, you're naked! Get back here!" Which, I mean, technically, he's not naked.
No, he's not, but he feels braver with the pelt on.
Can we look at him again? What he looks like without it?
We can certainly, we can do that later.
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Maybe on a rewatch I'd give it a 6, but hi.
Hello.
Who is Monster of the Week?
I
King of Digimon?
Yeah. Sure. I love
Even they
poor
attack.
Takaru. Come on, ate Patamon!
Also, Palmon this episode, damn. Looking at Mimi dancing.
Yeah.
Looking at them dancing. And then tentacles all over Mimi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Palmon had something of an awakening this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Like, I know the second one was technically the music doing
Oh,
that to
yeah.
it, but no, it looked like they were dancing and she was drooling.
So did you think we were getting a shark tooth Mexican a cactus once the maraca kind of melded into her data, or
No, I wasn't sure what was happening.
Hmm.
No, like I said, I knew that version existed.
Yeah.
Didn't connect it at all.
Oh, okay. I was kind of worried that you might, as soon as Mimi started shaking the maracas at first, that you'd go, oh!
Yeah, no. Didn't connect it to this show, surprisingly enough, but that's probably why you told me about it in the first place.
Okay. Favorite character? Right? I am struggling here.
Yeah, like,
There's
it was a lot of fun.
There's just so many characters that are like valid choices for this.
Maybe Mimi.
Right.
She was smart enough to start playing the other two off each other so they'd stop fighting them and fight each other.
Yeah.
And then, well, she's Mimi. I don't really need to say anything else there.
I do.
Um,
For how smart this Mimi is, there is a part of me that kind of went, "Aw," when she became like 99 Mimi and just took the tablet off and went, "Ah," with the dim
oh
card.
yeah, I was just like, no, you can so much could have gone wrong there. And she's all like, oh, my granddad says this, and just jump right in, it's
Yeah.
fine. And I'm like, not with technology, not like that. The inner nerd is just like, don't do it, don't plug things in that you don't know.
Utada did a cover of Green Day's Basket Case, and that's not the right word, but this is what I sound like trying to sing. Is this what I sound like trying to sing Japanese?
Oh, that's what I always wonder. Like, I think I'll have the lyrics down like that, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's not happening. But then I'm like, if a Japanese person ever heard this, they must be cringing so hard.
Oh yeah. If Enamon ever got a partner in a new Digimon anime, who would they be?
All right, Beat Break is
I mean,
musical, right?
Presumably, Beat Break might be musical, so it's fully possible we see someone with like a Koemon into I don't know, Footmon into Edamon into Gokumon or something.
Mm.
That could be fun.
He's never been a partner.
No, because he's always like
Because he's always a villain, and
he's always like an antagonist of some.
Mm.
Jimmy Ken return. No, see, Jimmy Ken's more of a Death Meramon guy.
Mm.
I associate Death Meramon to Jimmy Ken more than I do Edamon. I mean, if we want to go Cyber Sleuth, it's technically Reiko Tawa, the girl from Tower Records.
Mm.
Tawa
Tawa.
Reiko.
Yeah.
No, not that one. So the Gokumon from the Journey to the West group.
Mm-mm.
It's like Goku, because Chinese.
Mm.
Also the same level as that? What? Gokumon's a perfect? I thought Gokumon was a mega.
He could be.
Bullshit.
They could just decide he is.
Mm. Huh. Oh no, suppose it makes sense because the 4 of those become Shakamon. And kind of, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Fuck. Oh, well, then I have no idea. Yep, yep. Someone's on a delay.
Desmond's always on it. They could make a new one.
They could. I mean, I mean, Edamon has so many mega options already. I
Mhm.
mean, you've got Metal Edamon, you've got King Edamon. You could just do that.
Mhm.
King Edamon in anime would be nice because I don't think we've had him animated yet. He was in the stage play,
Mhm.
but I think having him as like an anime, having as an anime character would be very fun and different. But yeah, I don't
That
know.
won't be the first time someone's had a king as a partner.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Crossover. It'd just be this episode again, except Pokemon will be Showman.
Yeah. Oh my god, you imagine Shoutmon in this episode? That'd be great. That was just Edamon? What do you mean?
Oh, never mind.
He
In the
wasn't.
play, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, King Edamon was in the play. Yeah, the Edamon 5 were in it, and then Edamon became King Edamon.
Mm.
And then somehow became Undead Venom Vamdemon or whatever the fuck it was called. Made no sense. Made no sense. But okay.
It doesn't have to. Oh, we learned there is a Saw musical today.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in theater.
Anything can happen in theater. Aye.
Mimi.
You're going for Mimi?
Mm.
That's valid.
Oh, she hasn't had favorite character in a while. No, she has.
For me, yeah.
And me, yeah.
The Mimi-chan Wars episode.
Yeah. That feels forever ago.
It's because we had a lot of
I
interruptions.
suppose, yeah, we had like a month off.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll go with you on that.
Okay.
I love Edamon and Volcamon clashing heads, but I can't pick between the two.
And they go together.
They go together.
You'd have to pick the pair.
Yeah, which I don't want to do. And
I mean, you can.
Ponchamon is fun.
It's terrifying.
It's very scary. But Tequila Knuckle is such a good attack name.
Tequila Knuckle.
How many stereotypes should we put into this episode? Yes. Voletamon.
You can put them both in. It's not going to
Also,
affect.
were they
those
doing
two.
a dub reference? Having Edamon turning into Venom Omnimon felt very like that. No, I think they just wanted to reuse a design. Because God forbid Vamdemon stay out of things. No, I'll go with Mimi as well.
Like, I have Wargreymon's ties. You can have a duo.
Hey, Corvidae, how you doing?
Hey, Corvidae. Like fighting with my internet is yeah, we were fighting with the internet this week as well.
Hopefully that's been resolved.
Mm.
Any other thoughts on the episode before we move forward? like anything that really stood out to you, or anything like you'd want to see more of as we go further into the show?
My brain just thought it would be hilarious if a couple of episodes down the line, the kid, you just see Commander Mon is still, he's traveling along somewhere and the two of them are still running behind them. They never quite catch up, but they're always there.
Actually, that'd be good. Yeah, no. Also, I really love that Tentomon.
Where did he get the sunglasses?
I don't know, but I do like that he turned into like a yakuza, but also turned into like a like a like a 2-man stand-up routine where he was like he was just constantly doing a bit with himself.
Yeah.
I really did like that. So
was he having a kind of a Gollum moment where he thought there was two thought that there was two of them?
like I thought he was gonna start smacking Kotaro when he squared up to him at first, but then no, he just
developed around and talked back to himself.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
He just started having like a second personality all of a sudden. So
I thought it was hilarious that when Palmon started evolving,
yeah,
and then Patamon just got yeeted off out of the evolution sequence. And I was like, no, you can't evolve with him in there, what? And then just gone. That was good.
it's such a good episode. It really is.
There's nothing in this episode that's making me go, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that? Because anything that's what the fuck fits. Because what the fuck was this episode?
For real. That's why I'm like, no, if I will use my one break the scale.
Yeah.
On this. Alright, well look, will we move into episode 44?
Yeah, you just negated any 0.5s with your 6.
Oh, you think it'll all make up for itself? I don't want to spoil the next 2 episode titles, so
Yeah,
I'll see I'll see where that works out at the end. Well, look, let's get into episode 44 then.
Yeah.
So we are kicking off in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Just doing them softly.
No, I'm okay. Yami toka fuman toka futo ashite manu wa odori no tabi nanka irane mayotte mo furute mo kodo wa ite. What?
That bottle of water's still in.
Oh no, it's back in there.
It's back in there. Okay.
Hey, Lady Leomon, welcome in.
Hi.
You've missed the best episode. The absolute best. The Gathimon wearing the monkey onesies were the cutest thing.
Yeah,
that was so
adorable.
good. And then they immediately turn on him.
Yeah.
And they all start doing Volcamon's dance. Like,
He's doing the cult dance from Yakuza 0.
there's Hulk Hogan poses.
Yeah. Yeah, I stand by what I said. He's like RoboCop.
Oh,
but
RoboCop
if
as played by Arnie.
Yeah, if Arnie was playing him, yeah. It was Edamon, baby.
Edamon and Volcamon and Palmon got a new evolution. And Mimi
And a
was
sexual awakening.
and Mimi was kind of racist.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Is there a mustache break happening? Oh,
I don't know. This doesn't look like a Juraimon.
no, it kind of did there. Well, not did, but kind of.
Oh.
Oh, no. Are we on Eldoradimon?
No.
Oh, Peldramon.
Yeah, remember this thing?
Yeah. Remember, I'm looking a lot less.
Painted.
Yeah.
Ikari
His
and the
head always-
Moving Forest.
Was his head always a walnut? Bunchamon's teeth are terrifying. It's like, I feel like
Pokemon?
Tokomon could evolve into that.
Ponchomon for Time Stranger, please.
Nope.
Oh. The forest is just...
Oh. Force? Oh no, they kind of had wings, did they?
Yeah.
Face them.
Like evil navies.
Yeah. So Petaldragon was. Oh, what's his name? Arbormon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Sun Sprites.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were watching a Ghibli movie.
Well, it just ate a forest, so... Oh, no! Oh!
No.
The giant land axolotl! Yeah!
Ew, they have legs. Oh, I don't like them anymore. Ew. Ew, they're like spiders.
Well, they ate their greens.
All creeped out. I was all creeped out earlier because I was out in the shed. I know there's a giant spider living out there.
Oh, poor Palmon.
Not wrong.
No!
Why is he so weird looking?
Because they didn't want to animate him.
He looks like somebody. It looks like he's animated on like paper. you know? Like when it's like how they animate South Park.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way. Except prettier, obviously.
But, I mean, even South Park isn't done like that anymore, but...
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like my brain was like claymation, but for paper. I'm sure it has a name, but
Yeah, they just did not want to animate it this time.
no. Oh. Is that a Muchomon?
I said that earlier.
Oh.
Papermation?
Is it called Papermation?
Of course, Palmon's excited. Big plant meeting a big plant. But
How do you meet it? Like,
it's called cutout anime.
oh,
There
okay.
you go. Every day's a school day.
It is.
Uh-oh.
Face.
It's a bit silly. I like it.
I don't like this though. Because we know that thing has legs, right?
Yeah.
So why is it sliding?
Because they don't want to animate it.
I know, but
The Petaldragon from Frontier was so much more animated.
elbow the baby. My arm's probably picking it up, is it?
Oh, I
You're just resting your arms.
I was kind of resting like this.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. They're on the front of the desk. We're behind it. They're animating him there.
Alon would not get along with the human world.
They
Oh, that was so sweet. It's just oh.
could have done a. I know they'd never do a Fern Gully reference in this. Have you ever seen that bit where, you know, the guy gets to the forest and he has a crush on Krista and, you know, she lives in the rainforest. It's her, you know,
Yeah.
she she talks to the trees and all of this. And he starts carving their names on the tree and she's like, ah, what are you doing? They could have done something like that here. Who has an accent? An accent?
Oh, Peldramon.
Ah. Carrie's not hearing voices in this, is she?
No.
No, that's only in 99. Animating feet is hard.
What the fuck is that? What were those animation
She's
frames?
swimming.
No, but it looked like she was doing a blep during that run as well.
You run that far, you get out of breath. You know what? Another thing I don't like about Pedal Dramon? Because the squares look cut out like a pumpkin, like
Yeah.
man-made almost. The teeth, I mean, for anyone who can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, her spaciness in this version of the show seemed to be more that she could hear Tailmon calling for her, but she doesn't seem to
Like
have any
she-
sort of homeostasis connection in this version.
Yeah, she was kind of weird at the start. Like she was just sitting to the side, staring at all of them.
Yeah.
But
It grew food for them.
peaches, 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 peaches.
Which is funny because it looks like it looks like something else.
These aren't real teenage boys. They would have looked at them and went.
I love that, like, to be in the shot, Palmon is like hanging
Yeah.
from one of the branches, like. Oh.
Are these a Digimon?
They seem to be taking the shape of one. End episode. Commercial break. Close enough.
Yeah. Let me get to what the shape of it is even, but it's. Get the soot sprites with fire!
Oh, so we have time for stock footage here.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that the Mimi episode didn't have stock footage.
Yeah. Would have broken the rhythm of it.
Yeah, and but what the? It just spun into. What was that? But nice that Takaru can just pick and choose what evolution he wants.
Yeah. Kill them all. Oh, they're not like
Aw, I know Panchamon.
yeah. He's a fan. How does that work with a biological being?
I
Oh, okay.
terrifying looking bastard.
That's what Treebeard looks like when he shaves. Is he a skeleton made out of wood?
Uh-huh. Good going, Togemon. Sounds fun.
So they were behind Battlefield?
Yeah. Togemon just became a Beyblade or something. I don't know what happened there. Time for Talmon to evolve, maybe, no?
Perhaps.
Oh no, come on!
I know he's
I'm saving them. Okay.
Ooh. If he extends his tail while you're on it, is it like when you're on the Puppetmon escalator path? You just get slid all the way to the back.
He withers Petaldragon faster than Petaldragon can. What I do like though is Entmon's got this weird kind of like staticness to his animation. And so does like Petaldragon's like face, but
Yeah. A greenie.
Oh,
Virginia back.
the ultimate forces of life and death, huh?
He does eventually twist him into. Oh gosh, never mind.
Oh.
Oh.
Alien mouth.
Oh. Jeez. Run after her, perhaps?
Yeah, that might be smart. Oh, God.
He would not even notice her. She is far too tiny. He wouldn't even hear her come near them.
No. Although when Entmon was looking down at her, Hikari's animation looked very similar to the old, the 99 movie.
Mm. She looked very naked there.
Holy Digimon Ex Machina! A little glint in its
At least
eye.
he got a facial expression.
Yoink.
I prefer the other shot of her from
What?
is it in 99 where she picks her up and she's like facing her?
Oh,
And she's just like down. It's like when Marge picks up Maggie when she has the boobs.
we'll get there in like 8 episodes. That shot's coming up. Aw. Why did Peldramon look like it was on a green screen?
Yeah.
There's some interesting animation choices for this episode.
Yeah.
I can't say I like this episode too much, though.
No.
Like, I don't know what the point of this episode is.
They just walk into something else's battle. Don't help. And there's some animation choices.
It's just what happened to Andromon in Lilymon's battle.
Yeah. What I was gonna say earlier is it's like I was making the Fern Gully reference because they're talking about not harming the forest and all
Yeah.
that. And they trap Hexus in a big tree
Hmm.
in that. Now he looks like a bird.
Oh, it looks like Ceresmon's big thing that it pilots.
Mm.
Nobody has a face.
Yeah.
Oh!
Except her, she has all the face.
That is what it is. Like, that is the close up of close up.
Fine.
It was like a 2.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say there before her face got in the way.
Mm.
Hikari's kind of like Krista, because they think Krista's dead, and then she comes up out of the tree, and wherever she's going, there's flowers everywhere, and then she makes them all bloom. So I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a Fern Gully reference.
It's a strange one, all right. No face versus very face.
Very face. Oh. Oh no, it's not gonna bloom my cup.
Nah, we're good.
Don't want to become a grown-up. Me neither.
Well, Bergamon! Good at making the hamburgers.
Burgers with tasty pickles are great. I eat all the pickles in the burgers.
Oh.
Oh, I'll close my eyes.
Okay. We're good. We're good. It's gone. There was nothing. There was nothing crazy in that. So, Hikari and the Moving Forest. It's an episode of this show that exists.
It'd be fine if there was some point to it,
Yeah,
but it's just. It is an environmental message. That's all it is.
you think there was a message in there?
Don't harm the forests. Deforestation is bad.
Okay,
That's what was happening.
right. Fair enough.
Something evil was cutting down the trees, essentially.
Hmm.
All that devastation, and then they saved it, planting new trees.
Filler episode, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely a filler episode, but I think they were going for an environmental message.
Hmm.
That's why Palmon was like, "We don't like people who hurt the forests."
Fucking woke show. Keep your politics out of my Digimon.
MAGA is
yeah, considering we're traveling to MAGA as it is. They just needed to give Anjouamon some airtime. I mean, yeah. It has been a minute since she showed
a
up.
while, yeah.
Need to remind the 11-year-olds
wasn't-
watching this she existed.
Well, yeah, last time we saw her was her episode.
It was her episode, yeah.
Yeah. But
I got like 9 episodes ago.
9 episodes. Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I should just, for anyone who hasn't been here while we've made that joke, PAGA is big tech and it stands for Facebook, Amazon, Google, Apple. Facebook is now Meta as a corporation, like the name is Meta. So it became Meta, Amazon, Google, Apple. That's where MAGA.
That's why we keep calling it MAGA.
That's why we
instead of
keep.
FAGA.
That's why. Yeah. That's why we keep calling it MAGA instead of FAGA. No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty straightforward.
Like other than that, yeah, it is like it. I do like Entmon's design. For like a big wooden skeleton thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty imposing. So the Ghibli soot ball things,
Yeah.
they were cute until they sprouted legs.
Even when they were angry with the big red eyes, they were still kind of cute until they ran away on their legs. No, thank
You
you.
really didn't like that.
No, I didn't. They were long. They were really long legs. Like I said, I was really creeped out earlier in the shed because there was a widow out there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I know there's a giant spider living in the ceiling.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was out there, I was like, "Please don't drop on me! Please don't drop on me!"
Don't worry, I killed the widow.
I know you killed the widow, but the big guy was hiding something. So I had only gotten over that ick of being out there, and
Yeah.
there was a little spider in the fabric. No, he was tiny, but still. No, legs everywhere. Very long legs.
Long legs.
But yeah, I get the ick
Oh,
from.
My hands look like they're elsewhere.
You're just searching the lot, man. That's all.
Really want spiders. My area has these big orb weavers who build their webs right where you can.
Oh, there was one of those in our garden recently. I'd say recent. That was probably before the winter. But I was cutting the grass and his web came the whole way out the middle of our garden from where the ivy is.
Oh yeah.
Remember the big guy that used to be there?
Yeah.
So he was still kind of hanging there, and I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want to lose him again.
Yeah.
So I went in and got a big piece of cardboard and just around him. I just folded it around him. Because he looked like he was just floating midair. There was one in the old house as well when that guy was out doing what he was doing.
All right.
Or the hedges, and he walked straight into it.
Ugh.
Because that web was from the fence that was on the neighbors
Oh.
towards the end of our kitchen.
Yeah.
In that house, and he walked straight through it where the spider was, and I was like, "Oh, that's on you now."
Yeah.
I told him when he came in as well. I don't want to panic you, but you just walked into a gigantic fucking spider, and he was like, "Oh, whatever."
Probably used to it given the
Yeah.
jobs like. Desmond says the whole episode felt like a Ghibli movie.
It tried. Even now, it's happening.
You're just getting the ick.
There's little tiny spots on the curtains, and I'm like, oh, it's moving. No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's only
not.
a dot.
You're fine. You're fine. Stop. You make it sound like we're infested. We're fine.
No,
We're fine.
I know we're fine. I'm not making it sound like anything.
Oh, you are.
I'm just making it sound like I'm crazy.
Speaking of spins, what was that evolution into Pegasusmon earlier? I mean, I know we joke about PNGs on this show a lot,
Yeah,
but
can we
oh
watch it
my
again?
yeah. And there was something else that was just spinny.
Pokemon.
Oh, Togemon, yeah, just being a Beyblade or something.
Yeah, that was a PNG for sure.
Yeah. I'm just gonna rewind it and I'm just gonna set it back enough that we can get a screenshot and just put it into Discord.
I was gonna say just record it with your phone real quick. You can show.
Do you know what's really weird about looking at it now? Do you know what makes it worse? Anjamon's silhouette is in there.
Yeah.
So like Takaru's really being able to choose between like what evolution line he wants.
Yeah, they both start and he goes, this one.
Yeah. So that doesn't help. Because it just makes Pegasusmon look like a big PNG. As it's spinning.
Yeah, like it literally does the thing when you flip a PNG where it doesn't turn, it just mirrors.
Yeah. So, like the Patamon or Takaru can just decide what evolution chain he wants today.
They weren't going to go with the angel because they knew they were getting the other angel.
Yeah.
I think both of them would be too strong.
Poor Pegasusmon always looking like a PNG. But this time, hold on. I'll throw it up on screen here because
I don't think it... Sorry, just that Tailmon picture. I don't think it's going to show that well. Oh, where's that picture? Oh.
I know I need to get the screenshot like as it's on its side.
Yeah, because it's doing the mirroring thing instead of turning. It works better in video to see it. That's why I was saying just record a little bit. Because we can't show it off.
There.
Oh, just a little bit back from that. You used it, Keith?
There. That'll do it. That'll do it. I mean, look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. It's just Angemon and Pegasusmon's PNGs or silhouettes loaded on top of each other, and then they're literally just using a flip tool to spin them.
Yeah.
Look at this nonsense.
No spin, there's just and Kate Moss and Family Guy.
Oh yeah, she just
turns
turns
to the side and
sideways.
disappears.
Disappears. Yeah. There's another shot here I wanted. There we go. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that Hikari just isn't drawn with a whole lot of detail here, but there is, or the lighting or the shading, or maybe the lack of shading. But there is something here in this image that makes Hikari look like she walked out of the 99 movie. Like, just like her animation compared to Entmon here. When the storyboard people weren't sure which evolution they'd use, they told the animators how to do an evolution sequence for both. All Taichi's face. No Nefertimon PNG. Well, we haven't seen Nefertimon in this show yet. So
Originally, two things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pegasusmon. Is Entmon a new Digimon? I don't remember if he was made for this or if they were like, oh, here's something we've never used before. Let's use this thing.
Only made for this. This was this week episode to put him in. Yeah, I feel like this got the treatment that a lot of when there's like a really good episode beforehand with really good animation. The next one is so weak.
Yeah. He was on the Pendulum Z2. So
Debut 2020 on
the new Pendulum, there we are. Yeah. So he was made. Yeah, he was a promo for the Pendulum Z2, and then put into this.
Wooden skeleton scorpion
With an alien mouth for a tail. Yeah. It's just, it was hard to feel sorry for Peldramon.
It didn't even feel like a creature.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not like when they're on Eldoradimon or like he wasn't even drawn like a character or a
like it's weird. You know, like the episodes leading up to when Wargreymon turns up and the whole forest goes up in fire.
Yeah.
It's like the show asking you to feel bad for the forest.
That's why I'm saying there's an environmental message. Feel bad for the forest.
Yeah.
Don't cut down the trees.
Because Peldramon had about as much personality as that forest.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool that he healed their wounds and fed them.
Yeah, he could have. I don't know if he could have benefited from ice lines.
Just do the Digimon thing where his mouth opens and 20 lines spit out. You know. And let him
like he had, or this is where you bring in some of her weird psychic abilities. He's talking not through her, but she can hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
So he does talk in the dub.
He could have talked like the dub. I think Desmond's still talking about the Frontier dub.
Oh. Well, he has a personality in Frontier.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, because
he just looked like a floating walnut for half of it.
Yeah, with like papermation animation.
Yeah.
You know.
What was it called? Cutout? Cutout animation?
Cutout animation, yeah. We needed Petalmon to appear at least 3 or 4 times. They wanted the audience to care. Yeah,
like that was the difference with Eldoradimon. He was in like 4 episodes or something.
Oh no, he hasn't been around. Well, no, I suppose I suppose it was the episodes where it leading up to fighting Skull Nightmon or Dark Nightmon in the castle, and Takaru found him, and then they used him to escape, and then
they had the whole episode falling out of the sky.
Yeah,
and then they had an episode after falling out of the sky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had like 3 or 4 episodes. You didn't exactly care for him because he was just a giant piece of land, but he was better than this one.
Right. Well,
But
look,
that's the difference. He's always a big piece of land. This one had a personality before, and now it doesn't. So that
and
makes it
that
worse.
that does make it worse when and you obviously don't want to go into these going, oh geez, why wasn't it like the last one? But there is a kind of stark culture shock. Maybe that's not the term I'm looking for, but when you're like when you say when you go from one that had a personality and had a
He was
voice,
ravenous for the burgers, wasn't
yeah,
he? Yeah.
like when you have one that is what that has a personality and contributed in some form and fashion to the show it was originally from, and then you get one that's just a silent. It didn't
He's
even have a
like that.
roar.
It did.
Did it? Oh, like at the end.
It wasn't so much a roar. It sounded more like a giant creak, but
Mm.
that's what it was meant to be. But yeah, like
Did we complain about them throwing weird lines in non-audible moments? The Japanese version doesn't do that, so no.
mm,
That is a dub exclusive trope.
they do that in every dub of everything ever.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. Silence is okay.
But little Jimmy and Janie might get bored.
Stop making everything like that, and they'll learn not to get bored. The problem. Children have no attention spans. We're going to create stuff to give them less of one. That's my big problem. Try and make the nieces and nephews watch movies. No more TikTok. Movies now.
Yeah. Engage. Engage your brain. So
Like, going from the other Pedaldramon, like, there is, like you said, there's such a shock between the two of them. They could have done less of a shock and had, because the last one was funny.
yeah.
And like I said, he's a forest, question mark, ravenous for burgers.
Yeah.
Like, Arbamon was mostly comedy.
Oh yeah, Arbamon
Like, he
was,
always said really weird, like, phrases, like he was
yeah,
saying
Arbamon
slogans and stuff.
Arbamon was very much like Ivan in Savers.
Mm,
Like it was that kind of personality trope.
yeah.
Oh crap, I said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Or Ivan's gimmick of, letting the intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, you
And
just let him out, yeah.
Yeah. Um
But this one
like
could have been.
those games format being TikTok and stuff.
Mm. Yeah, that really pissed me off.
Well, they thought it was a good idea because they didn't have faith in the audience to pay attention for more than 5 seconds.
But they could have made this one serious, like some kind of old mage kind of voice,
Yeah.
So he still had a personality, but it was different to the other one. Instead,
Exactly.
they just opted for nothing.
Yeah, and which is always worse. Because I believe we're supposed to care for Hikari caring about this thing. And that moment where she's like, Tillman! And Anjuwaman comes in and gives him a power boost and whatever.
Mm.
Like, that's meant to be, like, epic stuff. And I'm just sitting there going, talking to a plank of wood.
Yeah. The plank of wood is sparkly now.
Yeah.
And then he still didn't win.
Like, I feel like this episode's like a 2.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, it's a 3, and then I went, oh, the animation though, or
Yeah.
the lack thereof.
Yeah, I had a 3 because it's very mid. Like I wasn't bored by it, but I wasn't particularly engaged. But the animation just being all over the place for this does not help.
Yeah, and then the Muchomon and the two
Or
little
the Pinomon, I think they're called.
yeah, those things.
Yeah.
They didn't really have much input.
No, for
They
how
just
much
add up.
comedy there was behind chasing them,
Yeah.
they were just Pedaldramon takes care of us,
Mm. That was it.
and that was it. They were like minimal exposition.
Mm. Like the least you could possibly get.
Mm.
And then just to show Dramon's an actual good guy, he grew peaches.
Yeah.
Like,
And healed their wounds.
yeah.
And then the kids were like, "Well, he fed us. I guess we have to help."
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, there's no.
hey, Allie.
Hey, Allie. There's no. We have no tension for the situation.
No.
Because they literally just walked in on it. Or on top of it, literally.
Yeah.
And there's no build up to it. There's no anything.
But I don't mind there not being a build up to it. I think some of the fun in this version of the show is that, you know, we are told time and again that it is like every mon for themselves. It's a battle for survival, strongest, you know, survival of the fittest, all of that stuff. So them walking into two Digimon having effectively a territory battle isn't the bad part, but it doesn't do anything to make you care.
That's what I mean. There's no build up to the like Hikari caring about it.
She just does.
She
so
just
you're
does
meant
because
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no connection between her. Had they done the weird psychic thing, she could have a connection with him because he's talking to her. But
okay.
know,
yeah.
so,
Okay. I see where you're coming from. Yeah. Yeah.
Two.
Two. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a favorite character? I'm thinking Palmon. Because Palmon was super excited to be like meet this thing and
yeah, like fangirling over him.
yeah, and then like when the balls were destroying the forest, Palmon getting really scared, like, oh no, I am plants.
Yeah.
They will hurt me.
I am lettuce. Well, apparently she's a Venus flytrap.
Well. So, I think I'll go for Palmon. Just because Palmon was very entertaining. I don't know, like.
Nobody else really did anything.
No.
I mean, Tailmon saved the day, but of course Hikari was in danger.
Yeah. Clever usage of the character, yeah. Palmon being like, oh my gosh, I'm meeting a legendary Digimon? Yeah, like it's really cute.
Me meeting a Viking or something.
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna fangirl over that. I've been already looking at the picture of me and getting Reginald yesterday.
You and King Reg, yeah. Jesus. Oh no, this big, strong, burly pirate is taking me away on his ship. Oh no. I'm in danger. It could have been an interesting story beat for Hikari to learn more about how Digimon society functions. Deal with the fact that territory disputes exist.
And that they can't get involved in all of them.
Yeah.
It's not their fight.
Yeah.
And that's where she learns to step back like she did.
Yeah.
Going, this is Petaldramon's fight.
Yeah. I do kind of like that Anjuwamon didn't win the battle. Like he helped because Petaldramon was fighting for justice or whatever. But ultimately then they, no, this is Petaldramon's fight. We, I did like that.
The whole Viking ship, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg would too.
Oh, so would you, don't I?
Huh?
You watch those Viking shows with me.
I mean, if they look like them, yeah.
Back then, they were some of the hygienic people around.
Anyway.
I'll just give it to Palmon.
Just Palmon?
Yeah.
You don't care, do you?
Not really. Nobody else did anything, so Palmon. I'm not going to give it to Hikari for... I don't know.
Right then.
I feel like this would have been better suited as a Mimi episode.
Yeah. I do think it's because I do believe, like, what Thak was saying, like, they needed to give Anjuwamon airtime. I do think they've kind of gone through all of these episodes and gone, oh crap, Hikari hasn't done anything in 9 episodes. We should probably fix that.
Yeah.
And with episode 43 being a Mimi episode, I guess they didn't want to do 2 Mimi episodes in a row.
Makes so much sense considering she has the plant.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
The plant who is fangirling over this particular one. And Mimi is all about standing up for the little guy.
Yeah. And you could have had Lilymon help. Like, Lilymon, I mean, it's Digimon. You can write the logic whatever way you want. Like, Mimi and Lilymon working together could have done the whole cover them both in moss and all the flowers grow out of it. Like with Andromon. They've done,
like, technically then we'd be like, oh, they just did the same thing again.
I did.
But
that was the first thing I said. I was like, oh, it's just like Andromon.
But it would be worse if the two of them had done it.
Fair. Okay.
But yeah, I think this episode would have suited her better than Hikari. But do so dinner. And I don't think anyone else would have worked for the last one either. I don't think Hikari would have worked for the last one either. Poncho Tail or Poncho Andromon, like Andromon.
Does Telmon have any musical, like, inspired or evolutions?
Isn't there an idol?
Oh yeah, but
Or is she like an ex-Andy?
No, you're thinking of Lovely Angemon.
Ah, yes.
And I don't remember if the timelines add up there for Lovely Angemon to be a part of this as an alt for Telemon, as opposed to just Anjawomon. That could have been fun. Sirenmon? No, not Lolly, Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think Lovely Angemon could have been a.
That would be even funnier with the two guys chasing after her then.
Oh yeah, because they would be
They'd be chasing the idol. Yeah.
Actually that's a really fun idea as well. She's a mega. Lovely. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, yeah, something doesn't feel right there. Not just the timelines not crossing, but yeah, Lovely Angemon is a mega level. So boo. Maybe Anjawomon could turn into her, but that wouldn't be the point of the episode.
Yeah.
Although Anjawomon turning into an idol Digimon, that episode would have had to have been much later for that to work. Because Anjawomon doesn't have a mega level yet. At this point in the story.
Yeah.
So Weddinmon, Cake Women. Oh yeah, well
I mean, she could be a mode change as opposed to an evolution.
Sirenmon could be, yeah, oh god. Oh,
Sirenmon can't sing.
the Ghost game one can't.
Mm-hmm.
This one might have been able to if it was part of it, but alright, well, look.
Oh, I can't remember what Sirenmon looks like. Bring Harpymon for some.
I'll pull up a picture. Shall we just get into the next episode then?
I need to go bathroom.
Oh, okay. And here I thought our lack of preamble at the start would have just let us go straight
You
into
don't
all...
have to stop the episode. You can keep talking to chat if you want, because I'll be
fine.
quick.
It's fine. We can do it. We
We don't have to.
Yeah, go get yourself a snack.
Mhm.
Go get yourself something to drink, and we will be back with part 2 in a quick moment. Yeah, Meg P break, man. Ruin
That's it.
Progress off schedule. Right.
Still really early compared to everything else.
That's why I kind of wanted to just get the episode over with.
I know,
But
we
go.
gotta pee.
Yeah.
So just keep talking and don't
No.
do a BRB.
We'll be RB. All right, we're back.
See, I told you I'd be quick.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes it feels like it's going to be a quick break, and then it just descends into not so much. So,
Hey.
Okay. Right
The biggest
then.
lie you ever heard in your life.
You know what? Let's just get into episode 45.
Yeah.
So we are going to get rid of this. And guys, episode 45, cue it up on however you are watching this. We are kicking off now in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Let's go. That was a quick break. I told you it didn't need to be a break. Literally been 4 minutes since I said that we're that's earlier than usual. Wonder I had to pee. Stanley cup's nearly empty.
So that's how Mimi sounded, just throwing out random Spanish words.
Yeah. You sounded better. It's a walnut.
All right, we're acknowledging Millennium on again. Oh, crucified Gabumon.
Okay. Motorbike.
Come on.
Me and the Ghost Gamers?
Close your eyes. No, never mind. Okay, we're not at the episode title yet.
Oh, okay. He looks like a Greymon from there. Greymon's head is a motorbike.
Oh, wasn't there that crossover with that game where like Greymon was like a race car or a motorbike or something?
Oh, that sounds familiar, yeah.
Gabba wants to run.
I was gonna say, why do they automatically want to fight it when they don't even know if it's good yet? But I saw it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So there's that. Enjoy your.
I mean, I figured something was coming when it was like, now that true power is gonna be realized in the
Intro.
yeah.
Yeah, subtlety of a brick.
Mm-hmm. He's so happy. What's the word for partner in Japanese?
Aibo.
Aibo?
Mm.
AIBO?
BOU or BO with the strike over it.
Mm.
Such an edgelord.
Mm-hmm. He's a motorbike. What do you expect? He's not a vampire. I don't think anyone's gonna get that reference. That's such an obscure movie. You ever seen that? Vampire motorcycle? Literally a motorcycle going around sucking blood out of people.
Oh. The voice actor for Macmon
Mm-hmm.
is Nobuyuki Hiyama, who was viral in Gurren Lagann,
Okay.
but also Ocarina of Time Link.
Oh. That's Kururu. I'm gonna run in a cur. Well, Sonic it, I suppose.
Other roles include Serafimon in Frontier,
Okay.
Slash.
Wait, Seraphimon in Frontier, so he was just ah and then dead.
Slush Angemon in Cross Wars.
Okay.
And Macmon in this. But also Emo War Greymon in 02.
Oh no.
Arakenimon's OC.
That upset me so much I spit out my gum. That looks like the Ghost Game race. What's the big zebra again?
Oh, not Unimon. I don't remember its actual name, but it's just a Unimon reskin.
Ah. He's a cheater. Look at him.
Shima Unimon. Oh, okay, so it is just
Something Unimon.
Something
Yeah.
Unimon. Covers Black War Greymon's ears. Hey, our boy is not an OC. Is it infected by a Parasimon?
God, I hope not.
Looks like it.
They look like that eyeball I found in the bag earlier, don't they?
Oh, the Kid Icarus one?
Yeah. But with more legs. Oh, did it just go friend? Because of the spikes on the front there, it looked like he was crying. He's so fat. I was gonna call him a chunky wolf, but he ain't no wolf. He's a lizard.
There's something very silly here, and I understand why they did it, but it's very silly that Gabumon has a bandage over the nose of the pelt.
Didn't see that.
Because
I mean, look, he just doesn't have a needle and thread right now. He has to hold it together somehow.
I don't think that's what they were going for, but okay. Like around the arm makes more sense
Because his arm is
'cause he's
there.
wearing it.
Yeah.
But realistically, these bandages should be under the pelt.
Yeah. You don't bandage around your clothes.
No.
Unless you're, well, I suppose if you're out in the field. But. Oh. He looks so sad.
He looks so sad and happy.
He's like doing the. He's just stuck in a perpetual growl face.
The animators forgot Gabumon's.
I mean, it's very easy to do, but I feel like if you're the one drawing him, you should be the one to remember that. Like, you have a friend you can race with, except I'm leaving in a minute. He has pretty eyelashes. Are they on his actual eyes or?
Yeah.
On the pelt?
No, the eyelashes are on him.
Is Yamato jealous that Gabumon has a friend?
Yamato jealous? Never. Akira slide because of course.
Mm. I guess nobody else saw the legs coming out of him, did they?
I guess not. He tied his device to a stick.
And it's working as a microphone.
Yeah, well, we know they're walkie-talkies, so...
Yeah. Wearing Lilymon outfits! That's so cute! Aww!
Aww! Oh, Pachakaru!
So he knows there's something wrong.
Oh!
I'm surprised they held back from having Mimi do the dropping the thing like in the old movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like the sexy girl would walk up and like take off her neckerchief or something.
Oh, like make her like a race queen, give her
Yeah.
like a pit girl outfit kind of
Mm.
thing. Pokemon has the same problem for some reason.
Mm.
Run away, Machmon.
I
Go on.
I think he was just a flat PNG. I don't think his legs were running
Oh,
in that scene. Let's go back and look. I keep reading that as McMahon. Oh, it's the eyeball.
yeah. Tillman is super angry there.
Yeah.
Her eyes are just huge. That's probably easy to find. Because of the way they say mach, it's because it's coming out as maha. I keep thinking of a character from Dot Hack.
Mm.
Her name is Maka
Ah.
or Maha. Kamen Rider Maka too. Yeah. Yep, there's Link.
I feel like he's going to be miles behind in the race now because he's having some stock footage. I saw where that was going.
Ah,
I saw where that other claw was going.
talk about rider kick. Oh no.
Hey, its mouth opened. He has the weirdest moments of friendship ever.
Still a better Yamato than the 99 one.
But
In
this
terms
is
of
giving
being a
me
friend.
this is giving me vibes of when the Vampemon killed
Pumpon and
Topman
Gatsumon.
and Gatsumon, and he was like, "They were our friends," and I'm like, "Were they? You hated them a minute ago." You already broke the chain. So was he inspired to become metal because of motorbike?
I guess. He's moving like a frog.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Kill it. Stab it in the eyeball. Another freaking spider.
The show's out to get you today.
Spider and an eyeball.
Oh, are you okay?
Ugh.
Are you okay?
I'm creeped out. I'm gonna have weird nightmares tonight.
Uh-huh. Oh no, that did nothing. He's huge. I didn't realize how oversized. I suppose. Look, I mean, War Greymon is a fucking kaiju.
Yeah, he'd have to be. Go out and find Beelzebumon's bike. You can race with him. I think it just drives on its own anyway, doesn't it?
What a race! What a race! It should have at least been Garurumon.
Yeah. Maybe he just doesn't have the energy. No, look at the good boy in the background.
And that is how we get Metal Garurumon in this show. No arrows of light necessary. Just save your friend from a parasite.
Yeah. Not any of your actual friends. Just a new random motorbike that is infected. Yeah.
Behemoth and
massive,
Machmon would be great friends. I
Yes,
don't think it's
everyone
so
with
much.
it. He doesn't have to touch it.
I think the bike would just race on its own.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
He is sentient bike. That bike can race. There you go. Have fun. You can just race for eternity. Although they kind of give me vibes of that knife that really wanted to go.
Oh. Repamon?
Repamon, yeah. Get ready to stop this.
Ah. Ah. Okay, well, I guess we know who's coming next time.
Yeah. They just don't know how to not spoil themselves.
Like, they could have made it Makamon.
Yeah.
And
then he could be in the other one.
Yeah.
Can you skip back to the first race? And they're going around that curve.
Oh, okay.
I need to see.
Oh, I've just remembered what the next Digimon is. what the next monster of the week is. You're gonna cry. Oh yes, Holy Angemon versus Betsumon. Yeah. Oh, I've just remembered. Yeah, you're gonna cry. So this one?
Is this the first race? No, this is the second race.
Oh. Before that?
I think before that, they kind of go around a curve, and I'm not allowed to know the episode titles.
No. Just look up Digimon Adventure 2020, episode 46.
And don't tell Meg.
And don't tell Meg. His legs are moving.
His legs are moving there, but no, when it zooms out.
Right here?
I think so. Oh no, because they start fighting up there, don't they? It'll happen in a minute.
Are you sure?
Um, okay, maybe it was after he started shooting, but
Are you... Maybe misremembered?
no.
Alright, well look, while it's playing out, because like it's not like chat can see what we're looking for, so
Yeah.
I
No,
know,
that's
that
where he
crashes as well.
crashes. Where was it then?
I will look for it later.
Yeah.
We'll look for
Huh.
it later.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe it was in the second race.
so, big race episode. What did you think?
It was alright. Bit of a weird filler to get
To
that evolution.
to get him right, and that was my issue with this episode.
I
back
think
on
my
the-
favorite thing was the Lilymon outfits, to be honest.
the Lilymon outfits.
Your Lilymons. It looks like someone tried to draw a horse.
I don't think this is what you were looking for.
No, I think it's around there, but please show that to chat.
Right. Hold on.
He's going so fast, he's lost all form.
What is that? What is that?
Who's that Digimon?
That's amazing.
That screenshot has to go in Discord later.
Oh, for sure. Oh, it was just
Was it there?
his legs are moving there, and then he just has no texture. Maybe that's what you were saying.
Maybe. Just that one bit where they go past there. I'm not sure if his legs are moving, but he goes past very fast.
So anyway,
Yeah, this episode would be a great filler episode, but this is not filler.
no, it's
Like
not.
it is, but it's got a big plot point in at the end of it.
Well, yeah, like the evolution, like the
Well, not
evolution's
plot
an
point, but
important
an
one.
important. Yeah.
It's not like an alternate evolution like Ponchomon or Blitzgreymon.
Yeah, he didn't turn into a motorcycle as well to win the race.
Yeah.
Like this is the actual evolution.
Blurgarurumon. Blurgarurumon. I am speed.
He's like a horse with like a fishtail.
I am speed. Look at his derpy little smile.
That is incredible.
Oh my god, his derpy little smile makes it all the better.
It's the ditto.
It's a ditto. Also, they tried to give him like a little tuft of fur as well. It just looks like a titty.
Single titty. Oh no. Oh, I can see a whole other face. 2 eyes, a nose, and that's the hair.
Oh,
and it's got a little arm.
Up on. Oh,
The nop-on growing out of a weird fish. Fish ditto. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh, neither did
no.
We need to get a screenshot that for me. Oh.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Okay, so the episode itself is a filler episode. We got a very important like team evolution, like a very important to the team evolution in what is ostensibly a filler episode, and that has always been my problem with this episode.
Yeah.
It does a better job for sure of making the audience care about Machmon than the Hikari episode with Eldramon. But this is still a filler episode.
He can tell you how like what kind of pain he's in, and he's literally telling you he's gonna
do a moida.
Yeah.
A moida.
A sewer slide.
Yeah. You know, but it is like definitely not my favorite episode of the show.
No.
I do like that the race idea came back in Ghost Game though. Because we were saying during Ghost Game's episode, during Ghost Game's run, there's a lot of Digimon who show up in Ghost Game that also showed up in this. So I don't know if that's just having similar production teams, or they were just like, oh, well, people will be familiar with this because of the other show, and you know, or if it was just, oh, that works best here.
Were those Digimon the race?
We'd have to go back and look at the race episode. We'd have to go back to.
There were a couple of races. They could be.
I
know there was some kind of elephant.
Yeah. Oh, but you thinking the race in
Oh no, that's.
You thinking Frontier?
Yeah.
The race in Frontier, yeah. So you know, but
if this was purely filler and didn't have that evolution at the end, I probably would have given it a 4, being a good filler episode.
Yeah.
But it's a crappy evolution episode.
Yeah.
Not crappy, but it's very mid for something so important. He should have had a... Like, it shouldn't have been a random Digimon they just met that's infected and, you know, sad, that made him go friendship again.
Yeah.
I need someone to draw art. You know when James from Dead Meat goes business? I need one of you.
It's just Yamato friendship.
But yeah.
Or like the friendship Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat
yeah.
friendship finishers.
Yeah. I forgot those existed.
Yeah, it's
I think I'll give this like. I feel like I'm being generous with that.
Oh yeah?
But
Go. Talk to us.
Like I said, it's good filler.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as filler, but when you get something so important in it, it feels like when you get an A in ordinary level instead of an A in higher level. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I need to explain that for the chat. The Irish education system has three levels to it. There is higher level, there is ordinary, and then there is foundation.
So it's kind of a skill level.
Kind of a
Yeah.
It's kind of a skill level. If you get an A on a test in ordinary, that is equivalent to about a C plus in higher level.
Yeah. So that's what this feels like. At first it was like maybe a B.
Right.
And then it dropped down to something from ordinary level. You know, that kind of feeling. That's the only way I can describe how I feel about what the evolution did to this episode, because it's so important.
Yeah.
Like, it's buried in a filler episode.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, at least you'll remember Machmon, because I think
Yeah.
otherwise you wouldn't. Like, are we going to remember Peddledramon in 5 weeks?
no, because he didn't do anything.
No, where, Metal Gorilla.
We'll remember his shitty animation before we remember who he is. Remember that paper walnut?
Yeah, but the point I was getting was that, like, you'll remember, like, the Garurumon and Yamato trying to save Machmon and that spawning Metal Garurumon.
Mm.
I mean, it's
It is him learning to be friends in general.
yeah.
But I feel like this Yamato has already learned this several times.
Yeah,
over.
like this wasn't a lesson in friendship for Yamato,
Mm.
right? Like, and I don't want to compare it to how Metal Garurumon and War Greymon turn up in '99,
Mm.
because that is completely different. You were never going to be able to do that again.
Mm.
There is the combination of 4 crests at work there to get War Greymon and Metal Garurumon in '99.
Mm.
You have everyone piggybacking off Taichi's courage to see the prophecy through.
Mm.
You have the trust in them to, which deepens their friendship to allow that to happen. There is the hope that they all have for each other. And then they are arrows of light which move the process forward.
Yeah.
You're never going to get away with that again. As are we? Why is it always at this? Oh, there we go. We're back. It likes to disconnect the second time. It likes to disconnect the second time. Why is it always at 3 a.m. though it dies?
You're on Twitch. For God's sake,
Would you stop?
I keep locking my phone instead of turning down the volume.
Okay, I think we're good.
We good? Yeah, can you see us?
Yeah, Fern. Okay, put it away. So where was I? Yeah. You were never going to be able to redo how those two turned up in this show.
Mm.
And but I still think War Greymon turning up in a big throwback episode because of, like, Parrotmon evolving and you keeping that, like, Greymon Parrotmon rivalry. But you kind of keep that going. You kind of throw back to member berries on that one. But this is just
Feels like they forgot to do it and went, oh, quick, put it into make a quick episode. We forgot to do an evolution for him.
Yeah. And, like, if the next time on is showing that Holy Angemon is going to be the Encyclopedia Digimon, that means he's turning up in episode 46. Which infers that we are starting now we may be starting now to kind of ramp up towards the end of the Millennium Monarch, because we're going to have to get Takaru up to perfect, then everyone has to start getting their megas. Like, are we just running into an evolution arc here? Or is this just kind of coincidence because, well, Holy Angemon hasn't showed up yet and we kind of need him? So,
Hope he's not in a filler episode.
I remember the episode he's in, and
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it, but myself and Yuki have talked about this episode before because it is an episode that relates to how this whole show was rewritten.
Ah, okay. Yes, I remember you talking about. Yeah.
So we'll get to why that's important next Sunday. But it is gonna the first episode that we're gonna watch next week is very important in the lead up to how the entire thing was just rewritten and their original plans being scuppered or thrown out or whatever.
Was right, we need a Metal Garurumon episode. I mean, both Hawkmon and Parasaimon are both ultimates, so having a mega here is overkill.
I don't think where Garurumon was going to be able to rip Parasaimon out by himself. But but Metal Garurumon's a kaiju, so
yeah.
I don't know. It's still a weird choice. It wouldn't be my choice to do it here.
No. Because we all remember these evolutions being more special because they're bigger again.
Yeah.
And I feel like they
They
gave Taichi the more of a spotlight and just went, you're whatever.
Yeah, like keep in mind, right? Taichi at this point has 2 mega levels. Taichi has War Greymon and Blitz Greymon in his arsenal.
Yeah.
Whether he uses them both or not is left to be seen. We know Patamon can become Angemon or Pegasmon based on, what Takaru was feeling like in that moment. But Taichi already has 2 mega levels, and Yamato's only getting 1 now. Yamato only has 1 mega level right now.
Yeah, this should have been more of a. And I know they're going into Taichi and them fighting. Taichi and him fighting, I should say, in 99.
Yeah, and that happened as of this episode. That happened 9 episodes ago. But before that, it took 6 episodes to get War Greymon. But so it has taken 15 episodes to go from War Greymon to Metal Garurumon.
I mean, they both got Omegamon within the first 3 episodes.
Taichi got both within the first 5 episodes, right?
No, Blitz was later.
Yeah, War Greymon was episode 30, Blitz Greymon was episode 36.
But originally, yes, they got Omegamon.
Oh, they got Omegamon in episode 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, not even 3.
Not even 3, 2. The end of 2, but still.
And again, he came out again, didn't he?
Oh, in episode 18, yeah.
18, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like... they got Omegamon. Are these really special?
And this is a conversation we haven't had to have in a while.
Yeah. Because it's been doing a lot to make me forget that Omegamon was around.
Yeah. Throw the episodes up on screen, actually. Well, not the episodes, but now that we're here.
Nah, I just punched you.
Parasite. I mean...
Don't put Machmon in there.
No?
No, he was possessed.
Okay. That was what it was. They got Omegamon stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they couldn't help themselves but make a war game reference, immediately.
And Yamato already had Garurumon at that stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took us 38 episodes to learn even their backstory a little bit. Which is just stupid.
Yeah, he just bounded in on his wolf and said, "Hi, Taichi." And
Yeah.
then Taichi went, "Ooh, bestie."
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I feel like there should have been a different way of doing it. But he doesn't have a crest yet. Does he? There's no crest in this.
The symbols are there. And
Yeah, I suppose.
we have seen the friendship symbol light up on Yamato's Digivice
Yeah.
a couple of times, but it was in this, like when where Garurumon was evolving, he was going into like this
Yeah.
this big friendship symbol in the sky.
But that's only a thing we kind of know.
Yeah, right now,
But
like the
I feel-
audience knows what a crest is because of the other show.
Yeah.
But the kids have no idea what these random symbols are. They've never even questioned it.
Yeah. I just feel like this should have been something with an important friend, not a new friend.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I think 3 is fair.
I think it's a good tie-in to where I would have put it as a.
I noticed in the forest episode, looking up through the trees showed Hikari's symbol. Oh, that's fun. I missed that.
I think 3 is a good score for what I was gonna give it as a filler episode, and then how I feel about it.
Yeah.
As an evolution episode.
Yeah, like I would give it a 3 based on the fact that I was entertained.
Yeah, like
it was better than the Hikari episode.
Yeah.
But it really does suck. The tone of the night was set by the Edamon episode.
Yeah.
And then it just falls off a cliff again.
Like these 2 episodes are essentially the same episode.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
Meet Strange Digimon. Oh, something's wrong with Strange Digimon. Help Strange Digimon.
I mean, isn't that Digimon always?
Yeah.
Isn't that just what Digimon is? I think maybe it's a bit too storybook. I would have liked them to like, oh yeah, we can reopen the races now and they can be fair for everybody.
Yeah. Like no, you can just race by yourself. We're not gonna bring one.
The end of the episode, Sister Monsiel rolls up. I heard there was a race course here.
Oh,
wouldn't that be fun? And then she comes back in Ghost Game, and
Yeah.
you go, whoa!
Yeah, that would have been fun. Or had any, or fucking had
Metal
Phantomon.
Phantomon.
Or even like a little Phantomon.
Yeah,
Plus the little guy. He's just Phantomon.
just Phantomon. Yeah.
Even if he rolled up, that would be funny.
You know, just I think that would I would cackle because like it would be so innocuous. Like in this show, if like Sister Monsiel just rolls up in her go kart.
Ah, but she wouldn't have the go kart because Jellymon stole that for her.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Oh,
What was she using before that?
I was trying to remember.
Well, that guy crashed his car. Maybe no, she was.
Yeah. She was just stabbing into the car, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Galgamon.
Hmm.
Yeah. I honestly like hindsight is a great thing because we have like Ghost Game after 2020.
Yeah.
Like in continuity, where like if they had any sort of planning between the two shows, but like Sister Monsiel rocks up. Like, oh, I heard there was a race here, and then she shows up in Ghost Game, and you're just like, oh, these are connected, and that's why Koshiro had a dim card.
Yeah. She has her legs and thick thighs. Pretty sure most Digimon just run faster than a car.
Yes, so does Shadow the Hedgehog, but he also likes a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So aesthetics, I guess.
Him and Puppetmon would get on great. Pokemon even. Yeah, Puppetmon didn't have a gun.
Oh, we never looked into how that episode was changed.
Oh yeah.
I'll get the DVD. Like
we have to bring the memo back up here and start writing shit down.
Yeah. I'll bring the I'll dig out the DVD tomorrow and we can watch it on my lunch break. Just try not to hate all the voices immediately.
Will though.
Try not to.
Oh, but what if Agumon speaks?
It's okay, Ty.
No. No.
It's okay.
I hate it.
Agumon.
I hate it.
Pepper breath.
No. No. Here, have 80 cigarettes.
Baby blame. You have a favorite character for this episode?
Not really.
It's okay if you want to give it to one of the girls for the Lilymon costumes.
I feel like that was Mimi's
idea,
and I feel like she's the other two because she made those costumes.
She did. Also, Takaru wearing one. Do I have to wear this too?
I feel like by the end of it, they should have just had him cheering regardless.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm a boy in a skirt. They should have just, he should have just been into the race and forgetting that he was wearing whatever he was wearing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was. I don't think we saw it.
It doesn't sound right.
No, because we were watching
when
them
the race
and everyone
ended,
was
they
at the
just
end.
stepped over the finish line together.
Yeah, but
let me go back to
everyone was kind of in the background, but I'll close my eyes till we find it. Get past.
Well, there's nothing. Oh, in case I go into Digimon. No.
Yeah, when they cross the line.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, there's people in the background because I remember Tentomon is holding Koshiro.
Oh yeah, no, he's
still like, oh, skirt.
Yeah.
Like he has to pee.
It's like he's holding the skirt down, so like people, yeah. Taichi looks very worried though. Like, just pull this image up on screen for chat. This final image that like the episode ends on. Taichi looks very worried. Taichi is being done a concern here. What is going on? Like,
and they're very concerned, even though they're cheering.
Why was there no detail here?
Agumon's been split in half.
Yeah, Agumon.
Why is Agumon split in half?
He's trying to draw his chest. What is? Oh my god!
That looks so stupid.
Telmon is
looks like he's wearing a crop top.
Oh, it does. Look at Patamon.
Oh no, Telmon. I love background animation, and then Koshiro's just hanging out in the air. His mouth is open.
This is one of these things where, like, a Blu-ray release, sometimes with anime, the Blu-ray release, they go in and fix it so it's like better from.
Wait, before you zoom out, Koshiro up the top there.
Oh, is he up here? Is he?
He's. Look at the other screen for a second. You'll see. There you go. He's screaming.
Internally, yeah. Just 2 dots for eyes.
I wish we could edit them in watching the Blurgarurumon. Just put Blurgarurumon crossing the finish line with all them.
Oh,
I'm gonna make that.
This is gonna be This is our takeaway from this episode, huh?
What's an evolution? What's animation?
What is animation? Yeah.
2 girls are like, oh god, what's happening?
Like, given his position, like Takaru's the only one whose face makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's still weirded out about being in a skirt, but this is just.
Also, the perspective on Yamato's foot makes it gigantic. I know it's meant to be him running towards, but
yeah,
leg looks super long.
Oh. I don't know what I moved there. I guess we'll find out when I take the image down. Maybe he's just cheering intensely, but yeah. Oh my god, this. Oh, I moved the table. Okay, I can fix it. But yeah, Yamato's like just long legs.
It's like he's about to step on the.
Okay. should.
Oh, it's everything. Everything.
There we go. Why it wasn't locked? Why it wasn't locked already? But okay. Right. So, favorite character?
Oh, I didn't give her a favorite character yet.
Mimi again?
Yeah, sure.
I thought you were gonna go for Blurgarurumon.
Can I go for Blurgarurumon?
Blururumon?
Blururumon. Yeah, type in Blururumon.
Okay.
I don't think he's even gotten favorite character before anyway.
No, we will treat this as Garurumon at the end, but or Gabumon. Yeah.
I don't think Gabumon's ever gotten it, so I don't think it'll matter.
No. He'll have a whole single vote.
Like Gremon's ties.
I do like that.
I mean, I can't give it to them in every episode he's in, you know. That wouldn't be fair.
I do like that. Like a lot of your choices are just fucking memes.
Yeah, because sometimes the episode just doesn't give you someone good. I mean, you have the bitey Alamon in yours.
Bitey Alamon, yeah. Where is he gone? He's
down.
Oh yeah, under Dramon, yeah. Bitey Alamon. And that's just because the poor bastard is trying to bite through Metal Greymon's like metal arm
instead of
the fleshy one. He's just trying to jump through the metal shoulder bit. I'm like, oh. Attempts are being made.
He was brave. He went in for the bite either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I do this in every show.
Oh yeah.
The Crows.
The Crows.
The Crows got a favorite character one time.
I will give.
I don't think I've given it to Thighs before.
No, that's a new one, but like they were very muscular.
They were. Someone put a lot of care into drawing those.
That's like thighs. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you still have the picture?
It might be on the
or
other
it
might be on the other profile. I'll see. Yeah, no, the screenshots are on the other profile.
Oh no.
I can pull the episode up though.
Creepy old lady had the best. Yeah, there was a couple of them. Granny Sachi was one. I think she was the.
At least she was a character in the show. What?
The Thighs have character. And his butt was in it as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there.
Yeah, there's the butt. Yeah, you like to screenshot the butt because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Where's the good thighs?
It'll be up before like that.
Was it there? Oh, there they are.
There you go.
Muscles.
Right. So here we go. First of all,
Oh.
just War Greymon's big old muscular ass
Mm-hmm.
and back.
Yeah, he's got abs on his back.
I believe there's actual names for those.
Yeah.
He's
got a six pack.
Even Bob's like, God damn. And then
these in motion were just.
And then his thighs, like, oh.
Fucking. Oh, it's like Mewtwo all over again. I think that's where this started. Fucking Mewtwo. I mean, he's got good arms in that as well before he throws up the Gaia Force.
Yeah. I mean, like, Meg's just furry for War Greymon. It's fine.
And that's scaly.
Gaily, I guess. Whoever drew that episode's a War Greymon
Yeah.
stan.
Yeah. They put his butt into it. That's weird. Anyone else would draw those wing things.
And they made
with
his
the clothes.
codpiece super shiny.
Yeah, they did.
Corpse bonking you.
Yeah. Good luck.
What?
I still can't remember who has the weird crotch.
What do you mean the weird one?
It's someone who looks like Omegamon, and it is I have a pen and paper. But it looks like, you know, the pendulum things, like the pit and the pendulum.
Oh yeah.
It looks like that between his legs, with a bit sticking out like that, like it has a boner. Who is that? Is it one of the Shoutmons? With crosses. Guys, surely you know what I'm talking about.
Was it the same artist who did the Angemon butt? Yuki posted artwork of someone did an Anjouamon version of that.
Oh, brilliant.
There was a Betsumon and Omegamon cosplay.
No, it was like a serious character, and I couldn't get over the fact that they had a pendulum for
A pendulum for a
codpiece.
codpiece. Do you remember which show?
Oh, but well, that's what I'm thinking, because it was like an Omegamon, so I'm thinking it was one of the Shoutmon crosses.
Okay.
Or is it Dukemon?
Dukemon? I don't think it's Dukemon. Oh my god, we're looking. There's
Oh, there it is. I can't see that.
no.
No.
Was it a Royal Knight? Because Dukemon doesn't really have a
No, he just
codpiece.
has
He just has
he has the same as Omegamon. Is it another Omegamon?
I mean, all the Omegamons look.
They all have the same codpiece. I've been Shoutmon cross.
Was it the little blade, the blade looking codpiece coming out of Omega Shaman?
No, it was white.
Oh, are we sure it's not a Royal Knight then?
It is. No.
This one? No,
No.
no, definitely not.
No.
All right, so an Omegamon style of Digimon, but with a pendulum for a codpiece.
Codpiece.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Mean the Darulumon bottom of the Shout Cross?
Go with X5 just because.
Oh. Realistic is not the word I was looking for.
Oh well, I mean that's pixel art.
No, never mind. But I think that might be it. Yes,
It is.
it
Okay.
is. Shoutmon Cross 5 has a pendulum for a codpiece. Now you have to save it and
It's
show
probably
chat.
Cross 4 as well. I was just Cross 5 would give us more.
Save the image. Show chat. I'm right. I always notice this is stupid stuff. I didn't save in that folder, did I? It's saved
There.
wherever you're. Yes. I was gonna say wherever your worm on. There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See. Pendulum codpiece.
The Cod Pass piece. Darulumon is a manly Digimon.
It's like he has an axe for a crotch.
Can you imagine if doesn't Mervamon have that attack where she comes in crotch first?
Oh, 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 that is some Repamon shit. Yeah, why does he have an axe for a crotch? But it comes out the back as well, as far as I'm aware.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I think it's like a pendulum.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know the real word for that. I just keep thinking of the pit and the pendulum because
Yeah.
it's the axe thing on the swing. But yeah. Shows you how important all this stuff, all these episodes were.
Yes, Murphamon does this as a confusion move.
It's effective.
It's. I wouldn't be affected. I wouldn't be confused.
Waiting with open arms.
Yeah, just about to say, and just wrap my arms around her waist as she lands. We are awful people.
Oh my god. You can tell it's 3:30, can't you?
Yeah.
We didn't even have snacks.
No,
we don't even have sugar rush as an excuse.
No. Get your memberships today and support us, support our insanity even further.
I can't remember what happened in last week's episode, but I remember Sean's crotch.
I mean, some things just make more of an impression on you than others.
Yeah, like is it Kaus?
Kaus Gamamon?
Kaus and Beetle have those weird.
Oh, they're like the armored crotches.
Just random armored crotches. Yeah. Things like that stand out to me and get embedded in my memory because what the fuck?
Meg's a scaly.
I'm not attracted to either of them. They are little
crotch wars.
Welcome in, Justin. You've joined at a very strange time.
Oh. I need to wipe the tears out of my eyes.
I'll offer you a tissue at this trying time.
Oh, thank you.
That's the new episode title.
Oh, Digimon Crotch Wars? Yeah. Oh. See, it's stuff like this is why I need to start making clips of the show.
Yeah.
Where if we were
that has to go in the new intro.
In the new intro, sure. Like, I mean, if we were streaming on Twitch, we could just hit the clip button.
Yeah.
And have it.
There's a way to do it on YouTube, but
it's not as
and it doesn't. You can't just go in and find all your clips, as far as I know.
No.
Timestamp.
Yeah, but like YouTube and streaming, everything is just backwards. Oh.
Oh, face hurts now.
But Justin, hello.
Hello, Justin.
All right, let's rank the episodes then, shall we?
Crotch Wars.
Welcome to Digimon Crotch Wars. Am I gonna have to have Reiko do artwork of just waiting on Murphamon with open arms? Guys, if you
I feel like there's probably artwork of that Beelzebumon doing that.
Oh, probably.
There are a couple and all.
If you want to help fund my hiring Reiko to do artwork, channel memberships are a great assistance toward that.
We're unhinged now. Wait till we're not talking about Digimon on the other show.
Right? Oh my god. Okay.
My face hurts.
Yeah. Same. So, ranking.
So glad you didn't mess that up.
Nope.
This would be the time for it.
This would be the time for it, but...
Right, you can go first with your 6, because that's very obviously going at the top.
Uh,
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'll start off then. Oh, another Mimi episode gets top of the pile. Um, Alex says, and in lore, all the cross forms are just mode changes. That's fun.
Funny you moved episode 6 out of the way for your 6 score.
I know, right? I'm like, do I just put all the Mimi episodes together? Like, do I swap Mimi Chan Wars for fucking Hikari of Dawn? It is actually, oh no, that's not chronological. It's weird we got a Mimi episode and then a Hikari episode. My brain just didn't function there for a second. Yeah, Hikari in the Moving Forest. We gave that a 2. So, Hank, where would you like to place your? Where would you like to? While I study mine.
Your potato hell.
Under potato hell. That's good.
Because it's still a Shoutmon.
Exactly. Yeah, it's still a Shoutmon. It's Shoutmon Cross 4, but just
More.
but more. Yeah. I'm gonna put it above the Devimon episode.
Okay.
My God, the Devimon episode was awful. And I don't think it's as bad as Fight for Survival or War Game. Yeah. But I mean, Fight for Survival is the top of your 2s.
Where did I put working? No, I got a 3.
I got a 3 out of you, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'll put it above the Devimon one.
Okay.
And then activate Metal Garurumon 3. Where would you like to place it?
Dive to the next ocean.
That's the falling one.
Falling one. Yeah, because that. Yeah. Yeah, put it above that.
Above that, so under Mon Mon Park in the Fog?
Yeah.
Wow, you really didn't like that one, huh? No, I mean...
Like I said, I liked the filler part.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't have been a filler episode.
Okay.
Is it too late to change my mind?
Oh? No, we haven't finished the stream yet, so.
I'm just kind of remembering the Glowing Angel Woman is the trauma episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to put it above that.
Oh, okay. Yep. We can arrange for that. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put it under satellites.
Okay. Attack on the Fortress is the
Is
stupid
the
thumbs up Joe.
thumbs up Joe? Yeah. Yamato looking back and seeing Mimi and Joe waving at him
With his zooming and hand signs.
yeah. The show is so dumb sometimes, and I like that. Like,
It's
it
doing
gives
better than I thought it would, though.
Oh yeah.
As many twos as you see on screen. But yeah, put it
Right. So you want to put it above.
above.
This.
Yeah. As much as if there's an Angel Woman, it's still that was the best either.
Yeah. It only locks in once we.
Yeah. Once you hit the save button.
Yeah. I will do.
I'm definitely sure about it now.
So our top 5 are
Have changed.
have changed.
Amy Chan Wars is out of mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Move it. Put it under Targeted Kingdom.
Yeah, that's where you're calling your mulligan, is it?
No.
We just have all the Mimi episodes
That's what I was,
together.
yeah. That's what I'm joking about, but
Yeah.
no.
Just bump Lilymon Blooms up to a 5 just because. We rewatched that.
We rewatched it and no, it doesn't.
It doesn't
the five.
deserve a 5. No, it's very strong, but like it's the top of my 4s.
Yeah.
And I haven't given anything a 4.5, so
Mm.
nothing has been better than it, but less than.
Done a 5, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like if I was to cast a mulligan, it would be on episode 1.
Yeah.
If I was to use a mulligan, it would be on episode
Yeah, I feel like it was a strong opener
1.
because we had seen the other show.
Yeah,
Because we know the other show.
but I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Mimi's always winning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Mimi is going to end up being our favorite character when this is all said and done.
I feel like even if she isn't, she still is. I don't even know how that makes
I
sense.
have already given her 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mm. Yeah. Oh,
10,
she's definitely
11,
in the, yeah.
11. She's already got 11 votes out of me.
I think I counted 6 on my side.
1, 2, 3.
There, yeah.
I suppose 3.
Oh, 4. No, okay.
So I voted for her 11 times. Like, I think she might be my favorite.
I think so. Tucker is winning on my side, actually.
Oh yeah, you really like Takaru in this one. He's a brave.
He's a brave little boy. Brave baby. Brave 4-year-old.
Again, it's a while before he gets a vote out. Then he gets 3 in a row.
Yeah. And then another one there.
4.
4.
That's it.
5 so far. Okay.
5 so far. So I think yours is a little less skewed than mine, I think.
Mhm.
That's fun.
See, a lot of the time I will give it to like a villain or something.
Yeah.
Or the Digimon of the week or whatever. As opposed to any of the kids.
The 6 didn't do that much.
Mm.
It didn't help it that much. Like it's a 3.3 now, as opposed to a 3.2 if you round off. But
Yeah.
it didn't sway the vote. It didn't sway the score that much right now. So be very curious to see how we are in like 5 episodes time. When 6, like 2 weeks of this
Yeah.
from now, and see where we are, and then kind of go from there.
So how many episodes are left now?
There's 67 episodes, and we have just finished 45, so 22.
22 episodes. There's 9 of the other show.
Sorry, 45. 23. Yeah, 5 and 3 is 8, and 4 and 2 is 6. So yeah, 20.
You were right the first time.
Was I?
7 minus 5.
Alright. Right, yeah, so... Oh, sorry, 67 left. I'm reading the cell is 68.
Oh, the cell, yeah, but we have a
My
top cell
bad,
as well.
yeah, because we...
Cells are always one ahead.
The cells are one ahead because of the headers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've 22 episodes left. Which is going to be interesting because we have 9 of Adventure 99 left, and then War Game.
9 of 9. 9 of 99.
9 of 99, yeah. So we've 9 of those left. Then War Game to be our 10th. At which case, then we will only be here for 2020.
Yeah.
So when we're done with 99. Will we just kind of Wednesday and Sunday this to get through it?
I guess. Or you can bump up your cyber sleuths.
What would chat prefer? More cyber sleuth or just finish the story?
Oh, he's not on this.
No. I'm happy either. I'm happy to do either way. You know?
We put a poll on Discord?
Yeah, we'll put a poll on Discord. So if you're not, probably use a Liberator episode to stall. Well, we will have Liberator 13 at some point this month as well. So it will.
Yeah, that'll fit in somewhere.
Yeah,
that usually just interrupts everything. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So just in terms of future streams, actually, we will have a stream on the 9th and the 13th. The 16th and the 20th.
Yes.
Now, I need to make a caveat here. The stream on Sunday the 20th will be early.
Okay.
Because it's WrestleMania, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we're not missing Mania.
No. So the stream on Sunday the 20th will go ahead. But it will be earlier. I'm talking 6 in the evening, our local time earlier. So, that was like it's coming up to 4 in the morning now. So 10 hours now minus 10 hours is probably the best way to look at that. Yeah. Think about it. It's 4 in the morning now. You go 4 back to 12, and then 6 back to 6. 4 and 6 is 10. Plus, it's 2 hours away from being 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Sorry. I was getting confused with. I was using like the 18, trying to.
Oh.
I confused myself.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. I will put a proper schedule thing up on Discord. Just. To keep people abreast of what's happening. But yeah, because of WrestleMania, Sunday the 20th stream will be early so we can get in and get out and go back to watching the wrestling.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna have all the soju.
All the soju. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. be worth it though.
Or drunk, who knows?
Like,
Drunk watching 2020.
I have the 18th off. I might see if I can grab the 21st. Because if we have a bit of a long weekend, especially because my birthday is that weekend.
Yeah.
Presents. You know, my birthday is also that weekend. So, I mean, I'm on call, but I can take the day off and then do the on-call stuff on the Monday.
Yeah, take the time off work, but be on call.
Yeah, and be on
Yeah,
call.
that's fine.
So yeah, I'll do that when I log in in a couple of hours.
Or even take the
WrestleMania.
Depends who's on.
Depends who's on. Right, so we're happy with this. These are our final scores. I will do the admin when we're done for 46, 47, and 48. So let us move to comments.
You know what you can do to type them out and also hide them from me? Change the font color to white.
Oh, I don't know the titles offhand.
But I mean, in general, if you don't want me to see them
Oh, yeah.
while the document is open, like if we're scoring the first episode we watched and you don't want me to see the next two.
That's fair. I've never actually considered just changing the font color for you.
People used to do that to skew word counts. You needed an extra, like, 20 words in your essay. You just put them at the bottom of the essay so the word counting will pick them up, but then they're in white so they're not seen.
Fair enough.
Little college tip for you there. Although I don't know if it works anymore because they put them through all these, like you have to submit them through other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works if you have to print them out with the word count on it.
Cool. Alright, well look, we'll do comments. So let me just open up our beautiful little community tab.
Yeah, Desmond said a breast, then Breastlemania, then so much breast on that channel.
Okay. So, comments have been left on last week's stream. One from Desmond saying, "We lost the first part of the episode due to a copyright bot being weirdly smart, and now we only have the last 2 episodes here. Really a sad time on the podcast. But the ranking is still there at the very least in the post-episode discussion.
Stuff we talk about, yeah.
So I'm happy to not lose everything, but if we had
made
any
any
sort of...
funny jokes or anything, they're just gone.
They're just gone. Yeah.
Aw.
But I still have the video file, so I can comb through it and see if there's anything,
Yeah,
you know. I just
if
need...
there's anything worth saving.
Yeah, the week I'm on call, I'll have a moment to actually sit down and comb through it properly and mess with the audio that way. So we'll get it back. Eventually! Lady Leomon says, "I'm glad you could appease the copyright mon and re-upload this one. Despite the lack of Leomon, this had a bunch of moments I liked. Sora's Bend It Like Beckham moment, the most puntable rodent since Impmon." Oh, poor Impmon.
Is Impmon a rodent?
I wouldn't have said rodent, but and finding out the Garbamon, unlike Oscar, can actually leave their garbage can.
Yeah, he had legs.
Yeah, he looked weird with legs.
I just assumed he would be like he would just kind of fade off like a genie tail or something.
Yeah. So Desmond left some comments on the original episodes.
Excuse me?
The original reviews.
Oh no, that's the other one.
What?
That was the 99 one. I thought the 2020 episode that Desmond had commented on was called "Trying to Not Get Copyright Content Blocked."
No.
I was like, what are the chances that you also got hit on that one?
So, Desmond says on the original review of the Clash of Kings.
The ponchoed Kingslayer. I love it.
The epic clash is here. Edamon the King versus Volcano Oda with another armor revolution. It has got to be the best episode. Well, also it's a shame the Edamon dub changed, so we can't get nostalgia vibes to it. But the dub isn't that either. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, in theory, having two Edamon with two different voices. They don't have to be the exact same. Then the episode of with Kettledramon. Desmond left a comment saying, "Oh look, it's one of the legendary warrior beast spirits. Not the same without the accent, but he's still awesome how he basically saves nature itself." I wonder Meg would feel. I wonder how Meg would feel if one of the Digimon from a season she doesn't like, how she would feel about them in 2020.
Well, I didn't like.
You didn't like Frontier, so how like a Frontier Digimon kind of coming back in this.
They did him dirty. He was in a terrible show first, and then they made him terrible in this show.
Okay. Yeah, I like even my thumbnail for that one. I'm just like, what was accomplished here? Like, what was the point of this whole episode? But yes, Viva Ponchomon. And then on the Death Race 2020 episode, let's go Metal Garurumon Blitz mode, says Desmond. Just a Metal Garurumon. Why does he need to be here? Machmon's cool though. I was confused on what level he is though. Like my previous comment said, they really needed to put a mode change in this episode, only if you wanted like a speed episode. Basically how Gabumon wanted to race too.
Yeah, like had he already gotten that evolution in like a good evolution episode?
Yeah.
And then he had some kind of motorcycle mode change for
You mean
racing.
Gabumon Bond of Friendship? It was actually just a motorcycle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Which I think is hilarious. Gabumon Bond of Friendship is Agumon Bond of Courage's motorcycle. Also, Nobuyuki did the protagonist of both Brave series. Oh, okay. Brave Express Might Gain and King of Brave Gao Gaigar. Nice. Well, I mean, Nobuyuki has that kind of voice for protagonists. So that is... We'll come back to the other comments on Wednesday because they're relating to Adventure 99, episodes 43 to 45.
Comment from Ali.
Yeah, Ali did leave a comment though saying only 1 month to get these Appmon cards in my hand. I know, right? I can almost feel the packaging in my hands. Yeah, okay. So the other comments then are more specific to the episodes. So we'll hold off on those until Wednesday.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Speed racer mode, yeah.
Yeah. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Right. So let's head over to Discord. Oh, cool. I think we have our artworks that you... nice. Okay. So the Clash of Kings artwork by Kenji. That's his art. That's not his art style. It looks more like the artist who does the social media posts.
Yeah. Yeah, his name is not on it as far as I can see.
Here we are. There's Kenji art for the
spider.
Yeah, I love Hikari here, but Tailmon's eyes is just like, wait, what?
Yeah, but look at the face in the background.
The Peldramon face, no.
It just looks like a snowman, or oh my god, it does kind of look like that snowman. I can't remember what it's from.
And
Was it
then
Doctor Who? Oh no, they had spiky teeth.
Yeah, they did. But I see where you're coming from. And then social media art for Metal Garurumon that week.
Nose looks like a rocket.
It does. That was the art for those 3 episodes.
Kenji's one is very strange.
It is. Then internet art. Here is Anjawamon imitating the Anjamon art from the recent card game art.
Love it.
Yeah.
I always wonder.
This has everything. It's got thigh. It's got butt. It's got cleavage.
Mm.
It's got everything.
Got a weird open mouth. You know.
She's calling an attack. Don't be weird.
Mm. You see it too. Don't lie. Give her the two rolling back eyes.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh gosh. That is horrifying.
Diablomon watching
He's looking
Omegamon destroy all of his hard work.
No, that's just him looking at that picture of Wonder Woman.
I got this cool image of Harpymon.
Is that why I was thinking of Harpymon earlier?
Maybe?
Because it was just there? Harpymon looks like a cat.
And Magical Gallantmon
Did you say it like that?
to annoy you.
Did
Vamdemon. Oh yeah.
we show that off, did we? No, you showed it to
I
me.
just showed it to you yesterday.
Oh, she's quite naked.
She's very naked, actually. I love the assistant Terriermon, though, in the Miku outfit.
I suppose she's wearing his coat and
Not much else.
not much else. Like, those are his colors, and the rest of him is, I mean, skin colored, technically.
Yeah. Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo. Blowmon playmat sketch.
Hmm.
Medusamon playmat.
Ooh.
Alumon's been turned to stone. Great. And family photo. Black War Greymon's first day of school.
It goes bad, probably.
Yeah, with all her.
Yeah. Sorry, that whatever she's holding.
Which one? This
The
one?
sweet thing? Yeah. That looks a bit odd.
It's just like sweet mushroom.
Mm. It's really cute though, the whole thing. But that's immediately
And
what
then
I
here
went
we
to.
go.
Yeah.
Arachnimon's OC, Black War Greymon.
He kind of looks like a little baby as well.
Yeah. We got some nice Lamiamon art.
Yeah.
I do like that people have like really taken to Lamiamon over Medusamon. I don't know. I really don't know what's happening here, and
I think we saw that last week, did we?
I'm opting not to.
Mm. Or did we see these?
Well, these are only some that I've posted.
But did we look at these
No.
on the stream? No.
So, what do you think?
Not. Hey, best couple.
Look at the happy couple.
He's like, don't take a picture.
I love that it's like it's her
She
arm
would-
around his waist, like
She
she's
would
dragging him into battle.
She would carry him over the threshold. If
Oh
they
yeah,
got married.
they get married.
100%.
Yeah, she'd carry him over the threshold for sure. It's like, you know, those memes going around of the, I want to say Chinese. I could be very wrong, but like there's the really aggressive tomboy Japanese girl, and she's like cracking over open beer bottles and jabbing sticks into like rolls of corn and tossing it at the guy.
No.
No, oh
Not
okay.
seen this.
No, I'll have to show you that. I'll have to show you them later.
Yeah.
Well, people are just like, you know, people are commenting on like the guy's dad, like, oh, so how was the first date? Yet she says we're getting married next week. Or she's the boyfriend in the relationship. You know, like, I'll have to show you those. There's a lot more of those in that. I didn't want to open up Pixid, but there's a few in that. And yeah, isn't that cute? And then they're all JoJo's.
Yeah.
For some reason, they're just all JoJo's with their stands, I guess.
Leg. All the leg.
So, not sure how to feel about a lot of it. Like Ruki and Mako seem to have something going on here, and I don't know if I like it.
No, I don't. And cool idea, but I don't think the art style works for some of them. Kazumi's skirt, like,
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh, but she's like, what's happening to her arm?
she's JoJo posing.
It just-
Yeah,
because of the stripes on her neck as well, it looks like her.
oh, they do bleed into each other. The
It
shoulder.
looks like the
arm.
arm goes this way up into her neck rather than onto the arm itself. But no, that's just my eyes being funny. But I'm just looking at some of it going, oh, but 10.
Do you know what I don't like? And this is, maybe I'm just being pedantic here about something, right? I'm ignoring the fact that like their outfits are bet onto them, right? It's the art style. I get it, right? That's fine, right? I don't like. I see what you're saying about like her skirt just wrapping around her thigh here, whatever, right? But Mimi's is doing the same. But Mimi's also doing a tummy pinch.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. It's a choice. But I do think the idea is really cool, though. Having turning all the girls into JoJos and then having like their Digimon be their stands. Just missing Eri.
Yeah.
Stop forgetting about Eri. Eri came before Ruli. Like, for fuck's sake. Stop leaving Eri out of things. It was Masaru's birthday last week.
Yes, it was. I asked you how old he was, and then open that up again, please.
Well, Sabers is 19 years old now.
But by the end of it, he was like in his 20s.
Oh yeah, like he'd been
like
in
at the
digital
very
world
end
for
of
a
it, yeah.
while, yeah.
But he looks like he's younger again there.
25th anniversary art. Yeah, Teto, Guilmon, and Bread. Tetomon. Elysian artwork. Pretty good. And
I'm pretty sure we looked at this one.
yeah. But I'm gonna show it off again because it's Violet. Alright. I don't really think there's a whole lot else. We don't have meme. Oh, do we have memes? No. No memes.
No, because I didn't make them during the stream like I usually do.
Fair. Okay. Well then. Eri would have been the best JoJo.
Yeah.
Kick
out
Mako.
Mako.
No. All Digimon girls are valid. You know, I mean, it would be a much bigger picture if you included everyone, because like you'd have to put Juri and Leomon in as well if you're doing Eri and Ojimon.
Oh, aged up Juri though.
That'd be. I didn't say I like the idea.
Yeah, no,
but...
just the thought of her in that art style with the long legs and the clingy clothes. No, no.
No, I get that. I feel you on that one.
I got the ick right away thinking about that.
You know, set in the English when they did the Eleanor thing and changed Ranamon to Lanamon. Yeah, yeah. Ranamon's English cards say Lanamon. I'm not used to it yet. Not used to it yet. Can't imagine Black War Greymon voice without his dub. You're gonna have to. We're gonna be watching the sub of Adventure 02.
Say Lanamon back.
Nope. No. I am not saying Lanamon backwards. Nope. Nope. You ain't getting that one out of me. Two of those are social arts. Yeah. Woodmon or what? Medical Galatmon is my favorite Digimon. Yeah, with a C Squad and a random Betamon.
No, this is magical.
Magical.
Just my head on.
No, Yuki, no. Where's my Iru and Sho Hakai Mon JoJo pose? That's what I'm saying. Like, all Digigirls are valid. You know?
People
But
gotta stop picking and choosing.
I guess that one was meant to be main characters, and in that case, Eri should have been there. You know? Or Nene. The actual idol. Yeah. Oh well. Look, it's still a fun little idea, but like the drawing would be huge if you included absolutely everybody. So I can appreciate why certain people were left out.
I would put certain people in and leave others out.
Yeah.
I suppose putting is in there makes sense considering the show itself sexualized her.
See, I'm not even looking at it from that perspective. I'm just thinking you're turning the female protags into JoJo's. And Mako like try revolves around her, but I would still prefer I still like if Mako's there, Jury should be because she's a side character. You know, she's not part of like.
Well, she counts as the new, like she's like the, not exactly the Tagaru, but that's kind of the position she's in, joining a cast
that's already
established.
there. Yeah. You know. And you know, Eri is like the main female of Atmon, the only one. Only Appy driver. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like having I in there for no reason. That
unless she eventually got an Atmon, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Look, I still think it's a cool idea, but you know, maybe there'll be an updated version down the road. Who knows? Well, I guess I think we're about ready to finish up there. It is like 4:10 in the morning now, so I am back in work.
I gotta be awake at 9.
Yeah, and I gotta be back. I'm back in work in 8 hours, 9 hours, I think. So I should get some sleep. But thank you all for joining in. I will be back tomorrow. Meg, I don't know if Meg will join in, but
probably not because I'm tired all day.
Fair enough. Fun, I didn't create enough pro tag Atmon, unless you count Onmon, but wouldn't have fused with Shutmon later. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll return to our Cyber Sleuth playthrough. Then on Wednesday, myself and Meg will be here for adventure 46, 47, and 48.
Yes.
And then on Sunday, we'll be back then on Sunday, with 2020 episodes 46, 47, and 48. So hopefully look forward to those. Myself and Meg may pop up elsewhere on the internet. But
also, if you're over on like Blue Sky, give us follows and interact with us over there.
Yeah. Discord link is also in the description down below.
Yeah.
Just don't be a weirdo and
follow the rules.
Follow the rules. That's it. Yeah. You know, I want to make, like, again, as I mentioned, my birthday is in 2 weeks, so I want to make this month very special. So we're gonna we'll be kind of putting out as much as we can, content wise.
Yes, game stream tomorrow.
Yes, game stream tomorrow. Cyber Sleuth is back tomorrow, or later today, depending on your time zone. So yeah, come along, say hello. Let's banter about the story. Let's try and raise up some powerful mons, and push the plot forward. We want to try and get through Cyber Sleuth before Time Stranger comes out, at the very least. And yeah, let's have fun with that. I don't know if we're gonna get through both Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory before Time Stranger comes out, but we want to at least get through Cyber Sleuth. So,
Yeah.
Right. Well, guys, God forbid if Dark. I'm sure Discord is full of Dark Jedi's. Let's see more of Meg's scaly fetish.
Possibly.
I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But guys, take care of yourselves. Much love to you all, and I will see you tomorrow for more Cyber Sleuth. Take care. So long, and good morning.
Bye. Love you.
Ah, you love the chat.
I do.
I do too.